Anything?
Yeah. He used to have this phone number, but he no longer has it. I'm actually not sure what his phone number is now, but I get calls from like every month, couple months or so. But yeah, he doesn't have this number anymore.
Oh, I gotcha. You know, the problem is that there's just probably a lot of guys out there that were looking for him that he had relationships with, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people. I get like a bunch of calls every week.
Yeah, well, you know, he sucked a mean cock, you know.
I guarantee you he does.
Oh, yeah. You know, spit, swallow, and gurgle. Anything you want.
I'm pretty sure.
You're not interested in anything like that, are you?
Of course not. No, not at all.
Okay. That's the main reason why I was calling, you know.
Yeah. That's definitely the wrong number.
Do you maybe want it done to you?
No, not at all.
Damn. Son of a bitch. It's so hard these days, you know?
I know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Right now, I'm just, I'm cooking.
Oh, anything good?
Yeah, chicken, salad.
You got enough for another?
No, not at all.
I'm famished.
I'm famished.
Maybe you can just jizz in a cup and just let me drink that?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You're no fun.
I never try to be, man.
Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah. But I gotta go now, man. What's up?
Yeah, don't burn that chicken.
I won't.
All right, thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Just
Business Crooks is the home team. We south of the boogie. Real MCs, real spitters. What's goody? Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleaser in the club is packed. Watch them all yell, hold out. Of course, you know your boy is back. Business Crooks is the home team. We south of the boogie. Real MCs, copy that. Real spitters, goody. Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleaser in the club is packed. Watch them all yell, hold out. Of course, you know your boy is back. It's been a minute. Just wait, better than most of these guys. You put out more hits than me besides Whitney and Clive. Got me a bunch of tour dates and shows that's live. You're not even on Hip Hop Nation, that's already tour guide. You just opening that material, the fans will decide. He can't rap, that's what Sean said if he was still alive. I'm in a system, make niggas wanna take long rides. You selling tickets and t-shirts and you selling them lies. True story, that wrong shit is what water provides. If then you solo, ain't enough money for you to divide. Empty shows on the road, fuck with your ego and pride. They say master your craft, I guess it was never applied. Don't believe in tricks, daddy, don't slip or slide. They be a stronger superhero when war is described. I bring you that raw talent, that's hard to discover. Should have been one of the faces on it, like my album cover. My music reached more colors than a circus clown. I'm like J.G. Whitworth, I need my cash now. Business Crooks is the home team, we south of the boogie. Real MCs, real spitters, what's goody? Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleaser in the club is packed. Watch them all yell, hold out. Of course, you know your boy is back. Business Crooks is the home team, south of the boogie. Real MCs, real spitters, goody. Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleaser in the club is packed. Watch them all yell, hold out. Of course, you know your boy is back. I see 100 FB and IG likes. It don't compare to my 3.5 and 4 or 5 mics. You can't pay that with cash, a few credit card swipes. Oh, look at Sonny, I feel like I'm living a double life. You should see it up here next to the moon, stars, and lights. But I'm sorry, nobody knows your career's neglected. The only way they know your name is by your dental records. I'm first team selected, not family connected. Bars get loose in the booth, they do squats and stretches. A component of languages that's often expected. I hang with AG, so my lyrics are lyrically infected. I can turn down now $1 million investment. I'll never sell my soul, I ain't interested. You're gonna take this energy and try to redirect it. I meet Envy and Charlemagne for my morning breakfast. Keep the cameras off the diamonds in the rose gold necklace. Handle the phone heckless, so I gotta be watched. I don't sit there with champagne, just whiskey scotch. Fuck the bottles of rosé, just fireball shots. Like it or not, that's what we do in the south for the boogies. And Bada Ben built the empire for Lucius and Cookie. A Najee Twan way before Paulie D and Snooki. Chris McCullough, Jackson House, Oakland Nets, top rookie. The M, Business Crooks is the home team. We south for the boogie. Real MCs, real spitters, what's goody? Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleaser in the club is packed. Watch them all yell, hold out. Of course, course, you know your boy is back. Business Crooks is the home team. We south for the boogie. Real MCs, copy that. Real spitters, goody. Just wait, y'all know how I come. It always seems impossible first before I get it all done. Crowd pleasing, the club is packed. Watch them all yell. Of course, you know your boy is back.
Just Warning. This show contains adult content and language that some sensitive Sallys may find offensive. Please do not get all up in your feelings like a Mark-ass buster. Now with that out of the way, it's time for the show. Bitches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yeah. What is good? What is up, everybody? Feeling good in this bitch. Yes, feeling good. It is the Just Being Frank show. Oh, hold on. I think my tablet's muted.
Yeah, right there. You want to something like that?
Yes, I did. So tablet 2?
It's unmuted. Oh, no. Now it's unmuted.
No, it might be tablet 1.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Show is back muted.
That's what I wanted to do. God damn it. Hold on, I'll turn this down a little bit. There we go. All right. So now that we're in, I got that worked out. What's good, man?
What's going on, people?
How goes it, man? How's everybody out there? Today is the 20th of February, which means February's almost over, which means winter's almost over and spring is on the horizon.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, he's already on the Six Flags ride.
Yes.
Look at him. He put his arms out. He's like,
yes.
Summertime.
I'm not one for this cold shit. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not my stizzo. It's not my thing. I know I'm white.
I was about to say, you sure about that?
I know I'm white, right? But it's not me. I can't fucks with it. So, yes. So, the Groundhog seen a shadow. Do you believe in that shit?
Fuck no.
I think that's the dumbest thing in the world.
Where does that come from?
Are we talking about
I
Bill
don't
Murray?
know.
Bill
It's
Murray?
weird. I don't know. Well, I like the movie.
movie.
The movie's good. All right. So what I'm getting at though is that you mean to tell me that whose volume's on?
That's me.
All right. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna take a groundhog out of the ground, right? With 500, 1,000 people there. And he's not going to either be in a mood where he's like, fuck these people and run like he's seen in Shadow, or be like, well, they're feeding me. I guess I'll just deal with being held up here, and these fuckers will think there's going to be an early spring.
But doesn't he see a shadow even if the sun is out?
I would think he sees a shadow. I think it's whether or not he gets, like, if he sees it and he's like, oh, shit ain't ready.
Can you imagine
You know
that?
what I mean?
Like, what if he comes out with an afro?
That should be
You know, he goes back in there and fucks about 12 more babies into his wife. He's like, yo, you know what? Fuck that.
I'm not even positive I know what a groundhog looks like. It's like more like a gopher.
Looks
right?
like a beaver or,
It's a big ass
gopher,
hamster
you know.
with a fucking
It's a big hamster.
hippopotamus face.
Yeah.
Do they do the cheek thing? They store shit in their cheeks.
I would imagine so. I would imagine so. Oh, god damn. I just got a text message. I think it's something I'm going to have to work on for tomorrow at work. I'll look at that shit later. But it looks like motherfuckers making moves. Okay.
Oh, that's some
You know
money.
what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
some moolah.
Yeah. Fortunately, my responsibilities are increasing kind of for the next like week or however knows long. You know what I'm saying?
However, nose long.
Whatever.
That's
Pinocchio.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm not lying though.
Hopefully not.
I'm telling the truth.
Well, you're talking about dollars.
I didn't kill my wife.
Oh, shit. That was a good one, actually.
All right. So yeah. Anyways, otherwise than that, what's new with you?
What's new with me? Fuck. Got a second job. The third shift.
Nah.
So, yeah. Trying to cake it up. I got some ideas that I need to execute, so we're going to put that in motion, and that's just going to bring me to the goal that much closer, or I should say that much faster.
Right.
So,
I got you.
yeah, everything is in overdrive right now.
Well, good, man. You're making moves. Appreciate hearing that.
Yeah, well.
It's fine. It's finally about time you got off your ass. Did something.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I don't know how it looks so good.
I know. Those hand-me-downs. Anyways, Lo, what's new with you?
I think they're more hand-me-ups.
Yeah, no, they're definitely hand-me-ups. I'm low. I'm dissing, but I'm low key. Like, if you're finished with that,
that's funny.
I don't know. You know me, man. I've always looked all right, but I've never been into, fashion as much as you. But I know we've talked about this before, so we're not going to go down that road.
Fuck no.
Before we get crazy more into the show, though, I would like to say, please, if you have not yet, make sure you sub, make sure you follow us. We got a Facebook group. We got all that good stuff.
Yes.
We got a lot of things in the works happening. The main concern as of late was just hooking the fucking studio up. You know what I'm saying? Getting this shit out the way.
Sounds beautiful.
I'm feeling like everything's sounding good. Everything's looking good. I'm hoping you guys are experiencing the same. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck was that?
That was the harps from the gods. They were speaking
crazy
to
shit.
us.
I kind of still feel like I should have got that piss in before the show started, though.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I have to piss too, but I think I could.
Sounds like early break.
Sounds like Frank needs to build a bathroom down. This is bitch like ASAP.
I mean, I would like to have a bathroom down here. But
you trying to get a whole new crib though?
Yeah, that's exactly like why invest? I know you can get it back when you sell it.
It's your house. People will probably buy it more because it's freaking more another house on. Whole nother living quarters.
That's pretty much what I was just saying.
Hold up.
No, I know what you're saying.
Trying to get to.
I know what you're saying.
I think I can hold it to break though.
All right.
I know I can hold it.
I'm going to attempt it. We started the show. I'm trying to see this shit through.
Yeah. I didn't even know I had to go.
I felt like a little like I could go. Like, I could go.
What's the longest you've ever held it?
Oh, I've never measured the time. I can't say. I've been in some situations where you're like I gotta piss.
I've had my bladder off. Fucking pyro. Like,
I feel it in my dick. You know what I'm saying? That's where I feel the pee.
We were going to casino. We were going to a casino one day. There was a bunch of us in the car. Jita was in the back, and I had to go. So I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? And where we were going in the casino, there was no breakdown lane. We had hit a strip on the highway where you couldn't pull over. It's insane. So we're driving. Yo, grabbed a bottle. I was like, yo, Jita, let me get back there. He's like, nah, fuck no. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna turn that way. I gotta go. About to explode. I just whipped my dick out. Ran front seat. This Donde's driving. I whip my dick out, put this shit on the top of the bottle. I start pissing. This nigga starts doing this with the car. Piss is going everywhere. Niggas don't want to take the L for me no more. Like, your piss it got crazy.
I'm good.
Mind you,
I'm good piss hands.
We used to do this game where we kidnap each other. It'd be like, yo, Frank, run with me to the store. Next thing you know, you're not coming back home. You're like, and the whole point is to get you flustered.
Right.
You know you're that guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be coming back home. We don't give a fuck.
This fucker still does that shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
we
he's
still
a fucking idiot. He does that shit.
Yeah.
He does that.
No, we all play the game.
So when I watch you do it to other people, it should be mad funny. I'll be looking like, yo.
We got KJ mad times.
You know what I think is good, though? Like, at this point in my life, I'm not going with you if I'm not prepared to be gone for hours anyways.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because then you'll be mad. You'll be like,
no,
I had plans with the wife and we got SpaghettiOs, man.
No,
Like,
I'm telling you, because if it's a scenario where I don't have time like that and we go somewhere, I drive.
Well, that's how. There's been a couple dudes that are hip to the game, and I'll pull up like, "Yo, I gotta just." They're like,
"I ain't fucking with
nah." They already know. Like, right. Yo, you're ruining the fucking surprise. It's an excuse to get away.
Right. I literally been kidnapped.
There's nothing I can do.
I may have to call the cops.
It's fun though. Once you get over it.
Right. So we got a big show. We got a lot of fucking things to talk about and all types of shit, game to play. Did I hit the wrong button? No, I'm just
you hit the wrong button. What's wrong with you?
My bad. So, I wanted to do things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go over some top lists out there and give our opinions on them and so forth. It's always a fun thing to do. So it could be like 10 things that only exist to annoy people, which I think that's exactly the first thing we'll do. But yeah, no. So this list, these lists that we'll probably be doing for the most part, in this particular case, it's sponsored by top10s.net. They're the ones that threw that shit up there.
Bro, they told you to do this?
No, hell no. I sponsored probably the wrong word. But the courtesy
I'm about to
courtesy
say
of.
sponsored. Hey,
There we
man,
go.
you
There
gotta
we
have
go.
a
No, no.
conversation with us before we sponsor you.
Oh no, I ain't having no conversation. So
Do you ever?
it's just happening.
He's like, I just pick things up and put them down.
Yeah.
I don't have conversations.
That's
Conversations are for stupid people.
yeah. Yeah, I would say that's more of your role.
Hold up. Get this guy out of here.
differently.
What the hell is
So
that?
like what? So okay.
See,
so,
look.
I muted my shit.
Yeah, see, look.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let.
Got it.
That's why I'm doing my job, and Frank's over there on
I'm
the
not
mic.
supposed to be. I shouldn't be running anything.
Yeah, you're running ads and shit, and not
Nah,
getting paid
I
for
didn't.
it.
I didn't realize that was unmuted. I thought I
You
muted
just
it.
promoted that chick's
Thought I
voice.
muted it.
How about the people that still say shoe?
What about tinkle?
Shoe.
I got a tinkle.
Shoe.
Gotta take a tinkle.
Shoot.
Who came up with the word tinkle though? Like when you gotta piss?
I'm sure it was a mom talking to her.
Somebody
her kid.
who gets their
Do you have to
eyebrows done.
tinkle?
A woman with her
No,
child.
I'm talking about guys.
You think a guy came up with that word?
There's guys that get their
Unshaved
eyebrows
eyebrow?
done.
I mean, I'm not disputing that, but just one relates to the
He's
other.
guy- he's sitting in the barber chair and he's like, just give me a little tinkle up here. You like that?
Anyway, that wasn't a tinkle. Sorry.
You left a tinkle, a little bit of hair on your fucking
Yeah,
eyebrow.
a tinkle.
All right, so I have.
Fuck that.
I don't know, but maybe not this list.
No, what's wrong with that list?
I don't know. I think
It's weird.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Wait, what is it? The Mole Man.
Hans Molman was added to The Simpsons despite aggrieved fans. So I don't know.
Like I'm confused.
Yeah, all right. So you know what? Let's see what the fuck it's saying.
Oh, that's just a little.
Who told you you can eat my car?
Well, you're certainly doing your
Albert,
job today,
no one's gonna be able to see
Mr.
this.
Son.
I know, but I like the sound.
Oh shit!
Rats.
I didn't even know he was that little.
No, I didn't either. So
That's what she said.
The premise is Hans Molman of The Simpsons. He said he was only added to annoy people. It's literally his only role.
Well, that didn't really work because I didn't even really notice him really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This list doesn't
Who
work.
is that?
I actually have.
And this list was what? The most annoying thing?
That was yeah. Oh no, things that top 10 things that only exist to annoy people.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
let's
you mean
see.
like when you wake up in the morning and your younger
I mean,
son pisses
why
all
isn't
over
Chuck
the toilet?
Norris in that list? He annoys the fuck out of me. Every time I seen him doing karate, I was like, where did he
Oh, you know
come
what?
from?
10 origins of famous internet memes.
You gotta chill with that shit.
Yo, he had tight jeans
Chuck-
before tight jeans
Chuck
was a
Norris
thing.
was the coolest karate guy.
Fuck
like,
no.
Next to Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal
No.
hated Chuck Norris.
Because, like me.
No, Steven Seagal is a tough guy though. That's
No,
why
he's not.
No, like that, but he's humble, but he's a tough guy too.
Man, Steven Seagal's a weirdo.
He is a weirdo.
But
There's
he's
no
still
doubt.
tough. Though.
He's
no
his-
doubt
He's
about
like a guy that
He's got those tinkle eyebrows.
Yo, Chuck, so you telling me Chuck Norris don't got the tinkle eyebrows?
No, hell no. Chuck Norris is a man's
What?
man. He just wears tight jeans.
He does
How's
wear
he
tight
gonna say
jeans.
he-
Yeah, I never understood how did he be doing those kicks.
Because he didn't give a fuck what he ripped.
That nigga
That's
was
all.
dope.
True. Yeah, if
didn't
you don't
rip.
give a fuck.
Practice.
He wore stretchy, man.
I was about to say, they
Stretchy
must have had
jeans.
that stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch flex.
Before niggas knew what the stretchy jeans was, he had them. He had the bread.
Hell yeah. He had the jeggings.
Let's see.
Chuck Norris looks like he wears a fanny pack.
I think he has wore a fanny pack. I'm
But then-
pretty positive at some
But
point.
then he also gives you the Colgate smile with the thumbs up. What do you
I'm
think?
pretty positive at some point he wore a fanny pack. And he
Yes.
kept this belt in there.
What up, Nick?
That way you can just take it out at any time. You'd be like, I'm Chuck Norris. I'm like, what? I'm like, I got a black belt.
Chucky. You think his
Puts
close
it
friend?
on.
You think his close friends
Then he
call him
fights.
Chucky?
Either that or Charles.
It's kind of creepy. What up,
He
Nick?
looks like a Charles.
Yeah, it's another Nick. What up?
What up?
Charles.
What up?
Charles Norris.
Yes.
Yo.
Nice.
Does he got a Wranglers commercial?
Charlie Norris.
Charlie Norris.
Oh,
Charlie,
shit,
is that
that would be
his
the
real name?
black version.
Oh, what if it was Charlie Murphy? Oh, Charlie Murphy.
What if it was
Charlie
Chuck Murphy?
Oh, there'd be Eddie Murphy being Chuck Murphy? That'd be dope. Yo, Eddie Murphy be Chuck Murphy and Charlie Murphy would be his brother.
Oh,
shit.
Charlie Murphy.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yo, rest in power, man. That dude is funny as hell.
Hell yeah.
He still is funny as
Yo,
hell.
this dude's stories were phenomenal.
Yeah, he was dope.
Rick James?
All of them shits.
No, Rick James was one of my...
Yo, the fucked up part is they're true stories.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on, Nick? What's up, Nick? KS Robbins, man. Big ups, man. We appreciate that, man.
Damn, I
for
haven't
real,
seen
for real.
Quest in a minute. Peace to you, bro. Shout out
He
to
said
Quest.
he used to do Wrangler commercials. Who?
See?
Who? Which
Look at
one?
that.
Chuck Norris?
Charlie.
What did it say? Wait.
Remember, I just asked you. I said, did he ever do Wrangler commercials?
He did.
You asked that? I thought you asked about the fanny pack.
Well, I definitely threw that in there. That was first.
He definitely did Wrangler commercials.
Right?
He was just fucking Texas Ranger.
Texas
Of course
Ranger.
he did Wrangler commercials.
I'm gonna die in here.
Yo, go on YouTube.
No,
Look it
we
up.
don't gotta go.
Yes,
that
we gotta go that far.
I don't even want to
Look
kill
up Chuck
it.
Norris Wrangler commercials. I'll look it up my damn self.
Yo, when you think about all
You
these,
can't play it from over there.
Yo,
I know, but I can still see it.
True.
I'm dying over here.
That's funny as hell.
Yo, Chucky.
Chucky Norris. And my
I like
Wranglers
Chuck
and my
Norris, so
fanny
that's my
pack.
guy, man.
He'll bust somebody's ass.
Yo,
too.
That's my guy.
Chucky
man.
Norris and Wranglers and a fanny pack.
Yo, he has to be like Native American.
Imagine
or some
before
shit, 'cause that nigga
before he
is
became
aging
a
backwards.
no, he was about to say he's a fucking karate master, black belt, whatever, back in the 70s. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just imagine before he got his karate shit, he was just sitting there chilling, and they fucking kept fucking with him. So he's like, screw this. I'm gonna defend myself tomorrow. And all of a sudden he comes back. Hey,
I'm Chucky.
I'm Chucky Norris. That doesn't work. I'm Chuck Norris. Yeah. All right. From here on out.
Stop. Wait.
Oh, these commercials are official. They're certified.
No,
he got one 2 years
Low
ago.
is a mess.
He got one 2 years ago.
Oh, so
they
he's
were,
still getting it cracking.
Yeah, he has a cowboy hat and the hat's like this, like some Red
it's
Dead
flared?
Redemption type.
Yo,
You know you ain't
Yeah.
playing if it's flared.
What happens when a dude farts in jeans that tight?
That shit sounds like when you blow on plastic. Like it makes an extra vibration.
You want to know what's crazy is the smell stays in a pocket for a while.
I was gonna,
And then as soon as you go piff, like move your leg and
but
just shoot straight out the bottom and just fuck the room up.
Jeans are vented in a sense. Like, at the end of the day.
Not Wranglers. Nah, I'm just
That name Wrangler just sounds different.
I made it into a commercial. All these drafts and breezes coming into my jeans. Not Wrangler.
Not Wrangler. It's a tangler. It tangles up your farts and just pop out from all different directions.
Not my Wranglers.
Not my Wranglers.
I got them on special. 2
Yo, you guys got to see the lineup though. They got 5
JC
different
Penney.
commercials of this nigga, and they're all
different martial artists and
it's all
Wranglers?
different stages of his age.
Yeah, it's a whole line. A whole
See
clothing
Steven
line.
Seagal?
Oh shit! Where he's got
Yo,
the outfit with
I
the
feel like
skinny
taking
legs,
the
the
whole
fat
fucking
top.
monitor.
He wore Levi's on purpose. He's like, I'm not gonna do Wrangler. I don't fuck with Chuck.
No, Nikito.
Aikido.
He just throws that in whenever he can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That dude was so serious.
He really was. Even his face was stuck in a permanent, little beady eyes. Like,
Who's that?
who you playing? Who you talking to?
Oh, Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
No, Steven Seagal's serious.
Nah, he's not.
He has a big forehead.
I'll
He's
beat
like
the
a
shit out
fucking
of
one of
him.
those
I
fish.
believe you will beat
I
the shit out
will.
of him.
You know,
I'll
he's like
fuck
one of
up
those
Chuck.
fish with the
He
fucking
thinks he's dope.
Now,
Nah, I'll fuck up early
think you would
Chuck.
have fucked
I
up
think-
early Chuck?
Hell yeah.
What
I'll
about
fuck
Bruce
Chuck.
Lee?
Both of those guys in their prime. No, Bruce Lee would beat your fucking ass.
Not Bruce Lee from Once Upon a
Period.
that Hollywood.
Pick which ones.
Bruce Lee even right now
So
alive.
what?
Listen, Bruce Lee right now alive, 60, 70, however old
Oh,
he
he'll
is.
still wear a nigga out.
I'm about to say, you ain't beating him. You probably
He
gonna catch some hits in. He was going to figure out a way to slam your face to that wall so hard, you're going to be like, damn, Bruce, I thought I had you.
All right, remember how I was saying last show you were too far away from the mic?
Now I'm too close. All right. See, you know
Just
what,
pick
Frank?
a happy fucking medium. No, I'm just messing.
Mic check.
I'm just
1
fucking
2
with
1
you.
2.
This is my
Mic
hat.
check.
He's gonna go to the
1 2
stairs.
1 Hey yo.
All right.
How do I sound?
I'm just fucking with you. Don't get too far. Don't get far away from the mic, okay? I like hearing your sexy voice.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
In my Wranglers.
You don't get your Wrangler wearing ass out of here now.
We're on some top 10 lists. So signs you've had too much of the 90s.
Oh shit. Let's see.
All right, let's see
When you
what you
do the
think.
robot for no reason.
I don't know if I agree with this one, but you try to enter your password on the microwave.
That's whack. Whoever wrote that.
You haven't
needs to
played
lay off the drugs.
Patience with Real Cards in years.
Like what
I've
are they?
never
what are
played
they?
Patience.
That's a game.
I guess so.
Okay, that's some 90s
You
shit,
have a list of 15 phone numbers to reach your family of 3.
that is kind of.
I know. Yeah.
That's like
Landline,
my
this
father has a few numbers.
I was gonna say I can understand where that.
Because I be
where we
having
at.
mad. I think I had so many numbers.
I actually I definitely was that guy back in the 90s, but I try to remember numbers now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember his new number. I got your old number. Your old number.
My new number is gangster.
Oh
Yeah, it's
shit!
easy.
You chat several times a day with a stranger from South America, probably talking about like support, you know what I mean, for like your phone or something like that. I would assume. And what does it say? But you haven't spoke to your next door neighbor yet this year.
That's a fact.
No, my lady's
That's
not
a
having
fact
that.
for
She
me.
makes sure I speak to the neighbors.
I don't speak
I'm
to
cool
no
with my neighbors. I just
say
haven't
hi.
really said
I
anything
hate
much
that
to them.
shit.
I just like wave to them.
I do it for my
Actually,
lady.
you see me today. I do say hi.
The
to my
next door
neighbors.
neighbor for me though is
But you're extroverted, but pretend to be intro.
I say hi though.
There's no pretend.
I say hi if I see them.
I don't like none
You know
of
what
y'all
I'm
niggas.
saying?
I'll be 100%.
You like your neighbors though.
My neighbors are very
See,
because they have good energy. Some people just have
I got
energy.
good neighbors, I would say. Except the only beef I have.
how do y'all know they're good neighbors?
Because I've still talked
Well, they're the
with them
nicest
before.
serial killers
I just haven't
ever.
talked to them this year.
Hey, have you,
You know
you
what I'm
heard me,
saying?
Frank?
I'm just being.
Yo, Frank, you hear me?
What?
They're the nicest serial killers I ever met.
Yeah,
What you talking
they've
about?
only tried
Got
to kill me 3 times.
Yeah.
Dexter next door. and shit.
Hi.
Said they'd get me on the. Yeah.
Yo,
They said they'd get me on the 4th, but
the
anyways.
little Wade.
So, yeah, the only one that I don't think I like is the next door one. I've never really interacted with them, right? But they got some trees removed in the backyard, and like if you're on my front stoop, right, looking to the left where the driveway is, there's a decent patch of lawn before it's their property, right? My fence kind of stops to blocking the dogs where it would be showing you what the line is. So when they got the trees moved, after they passed my fence and with the house with their truck to get the trees out, they veered over to on my fucking side and they like dug up my shit. And
Oh, they're not supposed to be touching that side of the
nah,
land.
and mind you, I don't have like a really nice lawn. even though it's
It's your
majority,
lawn,
though.
it's mine.
You know technically what your land is.
Right, and even if it's weeds, when all the shit grows and I mow it, it all looks green and it looks good. You know what I'm saying? And you just
It's
went
your
and
house.
fucked
It
that
don't
shit
matter.
up. But that's the main thing. Obviously, it's my house. Yeah, you violated my property. Like I don't know if it's them or the people that removed the shit. But
Oh,
in my
so you don't
opinion,
know if it was the lawn
I wasn't
people?
there. Because if I was there, I would have stopped them right then and there. I'm like, what the fuck did you
could have
just
been
do?
the lawn people trying to make it look nice for them and them not understanding the line.
They probably didn't want to go over their property with the truck. So I'm gonna talk to them.
They did some crazy. This is recent.
This happened before, like, I think in the fall, before the wintertime happened. Actually, maybe I didn't have to mow my lawn. Like, I was picking up leaves when I noticed it because all the leaves kind of covered it up for the most part. And then as I'm raking, I'm like, shit's like, I'm like, what the
And it's
fuck
all
is this
tire
shit?
marks.
And it's fucking tire marks, so
Right.
fucked my shit up.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they need to pay to fix my shit.
Yeah,
Or they fix a part of my house.
that would be cool.
You know what I'm saying? You see all that shit, like I'm missing a piece of siding because of the windstorm, like the crazy wind we've been having.
Yeah. They're
Replace
chipping
that
it.
shit, we'll call it even.
Yeah,
I'll worry about flattening out my lawn myself.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a plan.
You know what I mean? And it's going to cost them less money because really doing that shit, paying the labor for it or
Leveling.
whatever, like that's a pain in the ass. That's more money than you would think. You know what I mean?
But I've lived in complexes where like I've seen niggas every day and never said nothing to them. Like
Same here.
And with me, it's funny because like I wait till like I don't want to say like a service is done, but it's weird how you get me to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like me and Donde started talking because one day I'm sitting outside on the porch and he's like, "Hey, you want to ride to work?" And I really wanted to say, "No, go fuck yourself."
Right.
But I really needed a ride to work. I was gonna be late. I took the ride. We became friends. Across the street, neighbors. Blizzard happened. I'm out there shoveling. I'm like, I'm dying. I'm watching this nigga with the snowblower. I'm like, and he was like, comes right over and snowblows. I'm like, yo, this is my guy. I'm that guy.
Is he white?
All my neighbors are white.
I was gonna say if he was a white dude, then that's what we do.
There's only one neighbor that's black, and they're kind of like diagonally across. I haven't even spoke to them. Ironically,
You know, it's funny though.
We're
that
notorious
when you're old-
for snow blowing other people's shit.
I want to just
You do that?
comment.
You'll
I
do
help
that?
my neighbors out because most of my neighbors are old.
Yeah.
So like I'll go and either snow blow their shit for them, or a lot of times what I'll do is like after they've gotten their shit taken care of, the plow trucks will block them in. So usually after I'm done doing my shit, I'm out there. I have my snow blower. I might as well help them out, and I'll fucking undo the end of their driveways.
yeah,
So that-
no, this couple is kind of like our age, and they snowblowed me. That sounds crazy. I caught like
Did it cost you 20?
But when we're
I'm motivated first, and then
But let
she
me tell you
snowblowed
what,
me.
like, because I pay attention to so much shit can weird me out and where I don't fuck with you.
Right.
So like, one neighbor like is barefoot all year round. That scares me.
That would fuck with me.
You know.
I'm not gonna front that.
But
would
he's
fuck
cool.
with me.
Like when I
Right.
crashed my lady's car, I was like, yo, what do you think about this? And he was like,
You're white.
You might need a tire rod.
I would never be able to
put
tell
some
you
shoes
that.
on.
I sell cars and I don't even know how to fucking. I'd be like, yeah, your shit's fucked up.
Well, he has a detailing business. I know, and his
okay,
car.
so yeah, he knows some shit.
And everybody that goes to his house, they all got fly cars.
Yeah.
So I know they.
Well, especially when you're into shit on that level. Like I just sell them, so I don't have to know how to fix them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell me this, yo. Why is it that when we have neighbors, right? I'm cool with all kind of diversity of neighbors, but when it comes to black neighbors, it's always like very complicated to be like not friendly, but it's like, who are you? What you here for? That type of shit. That's the energy I be getting like from my black neighbors. Like, I'm the alpha male in this block. Like, who are you? I've been here before.
Where do you think that stems from?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No,
I know you said you never talk to your black neighbors. You just said it.
No,
you think they're like that to everybody else?
But
it's literally something that goes on.
No. There's no other black people on your street.
It's like just like that. No, that doesn't happen with me. It's like it could be. This could be a different scenario. I'm talking about like 5 years ago. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about the timeline now. I'm talking about why is it that? Not a statistic, but it's like I've had this experience, and you know what I'm talking about. It's like, yo, why can't we connect to the black?
Well,
hey, what's up, brother?
I really don't fuck with neighbors at all. Bro. It's not even the color. And like the only reason why I fuck with the neighbors that I fuck with now is because of my lady. My lady fucks with the neighbors.
Oh,
see,
she shoveled the next door neighbors.
I was standoffish like that too.
Yeah.
Only because I didn't want people to think like I was weak and could take advantage of my house, like rob my house and shit like that.
That's
you know
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
talking about. Two friendly motherfuckers think they comfortable enough to come. Let me come to your
But it's pretty explainable why it's like that though. Like when I lived in Duggan Projects, like
that'll do it to you.
That's the way it was. Like you didn't just like, hey neighbor, you know what I mean?
Heidi ho.
Would you like some sugar? It was fuck you. Don't look over here.
Every man for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
But the streets and shit have that mentality. So it's like at any point you can get got.
Yeah. Ned Flanders isn't next door.
Right. And in my younger years,
even he was kind of weird.
In my younger years, I've got. You know what I'm saying? There's been situations where I didn't fight my way out of it. You know what I'm saying? I got jumped like fucking by 10 kids, and like
in DP.
Forest Park. Back at Kensington Avenue. Years ago. But it was like 10 kids rolled up on me while I'm on my 10 speed. They were just out looking at steel bikes. You know what I'm saying? And it was 10 of them.
They wanted your bike?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really that great of a bike, but
they just wanted your bike.
They wanted it because they're on handlebars. Like you roll around with 4 of them on handlebars just to jack bikes. You know what I'm saying? That way all of them go home with a bike.
Wow.
And they just happen to want my shit, even though it was like a Panasonic 10-speed. I don't know why you'd want this bike, right?
With the banana seat?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't like a 70s bike. It was just a 10-speed.
It was fire, though.
It wasn't a mountain bike. It was a 10-speed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
One of the kids said, yo, that's mine. Let's get him.
Yo, that motherfucker jumped off the bike, fucking like sidekicked me while I was on the bike. I didn't like get hurt. I fell over into a fence. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen them coming. Like, so I started slowing down, and then I was just like, on the real, I'm like, this bike's not really worth it. So here you. And I think I even said it. I'm like, this bike's really not worth it. Here you go.
Wow.
And that was that.
I went into Fantasy Realms.
But I've actually been jumped and shit too.
Primal Rage with DeCarlo.
Oh shit.
Me and DeCarlo are in there playing Primal Rage Fantasy Realms. And it came outside, my bike was just gone. And the thing about it, I got one of those moms that you're scared to tell her what's the truth.
Right.
Because she's like, what'd you do about it?
Yeah, especially if she knows that you just left it outside.
Which I did with no chain or some like...
On some who anybody could take it.
Yeah, it'll be all right when I come back.
Nope. Had to go home.
My boy got his car stolen like that. Yo, you know, Save More. It's probably something else now, but it was Save More in the corner of Orange and Oakland.
It's still there, but I think it's still called. Maybe is it called?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yo, my boy pulls up in this like '88 yellow Mustang, like pretty dope. Hooked the fuck up.
What?
And did he have that car at that time? I'm pretty positive he did. It could have been a different car, but I'm pretty positive it was that one. Yo, he goes into the store, leaves it outside running. Starts coming back out. Shit is driving away. Like, yo.
And FP, we knew everything that was going down. I've gotten stuff back for people just on the strength of like, I remember my lady's cousin, her boyfriend, he used to deliver for Pizza Works. He left his car running. They stole it. He came back home. He's bugging. He's like, I don't know. They stole my car. I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, I can find your car. Easy. Made a couple phone calls. Dude won't say no names. Dude was like, Lance, we need that car. Like, yo, you got to give it back to homie. They brought it back to him. Like, done some crazy shit.
See, we never had to do that. We didn't really shit in our own backyard for the most, like as far as cars were concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like we would always go out to rich neighborhoods. So yeah, like I don't know, we always usually had something ready to park somewhere to take to the next night that we can drop off there, and then take whatever we got that night back home, park that in a strategic spot, and then just keep rotating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never really, like, if I seen a car running and it's at fucking Save More, I mean, that car is a different story. Like, that one you kind of are like, all right, I could sell that shit. That can go right down to a chop shop or something like that.
We've
changed the VIN.
Like, literally, like, flipped cars. So neighbors can come out and see their shit on their side. Like, we've done crazy shit.
Yeah, I've never done that. I've only robbed.
Yeah.
That's it.
I won't go into those stories. But yeah, I mean, yeah. The objective was to get it on its roof.
Right.
They come out and they see it spinning.
That's fucked up.
How did you guys get what? Like 10 people lifting the car up?
6.
Let's see.
That is.
All right, low.
Mind you, we're 15.
Right.
So those are some strong ass 15-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I've ever done that.
That's kind of gangster. Y'all motherfuckers was wilding.
Yo, we did crazy shit.
I still got Chuck Norris over here looking at me. If you don't get the fuck out of here, Chuck Norris.
That whole 90s
that's fucked up.
shit went into that whole shit.
Yeah, I know. You're another thing, and you're stuck in the 90s. Your idea of being organized is multiple colored Post-it notes.
Nah.
I've done
gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your job probably like.
Yeah, it dictates that I need
Not
to
even
write
just
things
his
down.
job. Everybody's job that's like, hey, man, so today we got to do. You know what I mean? You got the shit posted on the fucking wall, every color.
Yeah. That's scatterbrained.
Yeah.
Let me see. When you make fun. That's more like stuck at the office shit. Your company welcome signs attached with Velcro. You really got excited about a 1.7% pay raise. Yeah, a lot of that shit. I don't be doing that. I can't relate. Yeah, as long as from a system crashes that you lose all your best jokes. Your supervisor doesn't have the ability to do your job. Yeah, most of these are like job related. Let me see.
That's what the 90s is about, baby.
All right, so you know what? There's something as we're getting closer to break time. So one of the things that I wanted to get you guys' input on, I haven't really, I don't know, I'm kind of like, I have a stance on it. I don't know, it's weird. Let me bring up the topic itself. So, Dwayne Wade's son. You been hearing about all this?
Yeah.
Like they're.
Did you hear Boozy going on it?
Yeah, Boozy should shut up.
No, I didn't hear what he said.
No, he should. Because if that was my son, I'd feel some type of way.
So yeah, true. So
I mean, I see the spectrum of both opinions too.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, though, so
I'm just saying that his age is only 12 right now, so you don't know what that man's gonna be thinking when he's 18, 6 years from now. So if he still feels that way, that's his business.
Well, let him say what it is.
And I think Boozy should be saying that amongst his own people.
Right, so
let me putting it out there.
Let me say the topic first.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me say the topic first, so people know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So Dwayne Wade's son is, feels
identifies as a female,
transgender, whatever the case may be. Right. So they support her decision to be whatever she is, but they're being a little bit, well, apparently she wants to identify as a girl, so her opinion, for all intents and purposes.
That's your opinion. This is gonna be good.
God said otherwise.
So anyways, at the end of the day, they're like really open about the support though, and like kind of allowing or pushing along.
They're supportive.
Yeah, they're very supportive.
Yeah.
But they're also maybe kind of pushing it along too. Like, well, since it's out there, you might as well go start getting some, girl clothes and this, that, and the other thing, and so forth and so forth. But they're doing it more to where, I don't know, like kind of a display in a sense. But I don't know if it's on purpose. They're just famous.
Check.
They're just famous people too, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to like not seem like you're parading it around. You might just be like, well, motherfucker, I'm going to the store. Of course, you're gonna see me outside. Like, what do you want me to do? But. So that's where the a lot of the debate comes in. So would you support that to begin with? Do you think the way they're handling it is proper? Or so what I've seen as a counter argument is that even if your son's gay, identifies as a woman, your daughter the same shit. We weren't really like when sex shit would come on at the age of 12 in my house. Like I would like leave the room.
Switch
you know
off,
what I'm saying?
Turn TV go off, kids
right,
get
so
out.
Boobs came on, it was like block your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom wasn't trying, or my stepmom wasn't trying to have me watch that shit. She didn't care if she seen motherfuckers getting gunned down, but if it was a sex scene or anything like that, she'd be like, yeah, well, close your eyes, get out of the room.
That's the same for my house.
Right. So with that said, it didn't mean that my parents were harassing me about being a straight male or if I was gay whatsoever. They just weren't trying to they're kind of trying to, I don't know, shelter me or whatever, whether that's a good or bad thing, but not trying to have that sex all up in my face just to over-sexualize me. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the thing. Even if he is feeling like he's a girl, if if that's what he identifies as, is gay, whatever the case may be,
he's not gay.
Right. All right. So he's identifies as a chick, but likes chicks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess at the end of the day, it's still, you can identify that and parents can be supportive, but they also don't have to try to also kind of force everybody else on that to show that they're super supportive and so forth.
This is why
it's kind of like,
media
just keep your shit private. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And I'm still not going to, I don't know, I still don't want to overexpose at too much of a young age either. Still innocence or anything like that.
You don't want that shit to trickle over into you're like, you don't even want your kids to even absorb any of that shit. Like, it's not, whatever the fuck
you don't
they got going on.
You don't
I think
they're exposed to any of this shit?
Hold on. They're over.
They're
no, hold on. Let me say
no,
one thing.
I'm not
going to say one thing.
No, I'm not going to give my point. I'm going to say something completely
I just want to say
different.
one thing and I'm done. They're over-sensualizing it. Whatever the fuck.
Over-sexualizing.
Whatever the fuck the word is. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't want to see
You don't find it weird that every time we talk about something, the next week the shit pops up? Every single time we have a show, we talk about something on our own,
right?
And then the subject matter comes out a week later.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to bring that up before I expand. You could continue.
No,
it's just because we talked about identity crisis last week.
Right. Yeah, we did though.
And now
this is a thing.
And it happens every time.
So
but that's all?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So my argument to you, though, like, mind you, okay, so my standpoint, personal standpoint is this.
It's just like, you know what I mean?
My personal standpoint is this. There's certain aspects that I call myself kind of a hypocrite on it, because I'd like to say that, whoever you are is who you are. What you identify as is what you identify as. I don't have to agree with it or like it personally, but don't tread on me. Don't push your shit on me. Don't hurt nobody. And
don't push it. You just said it. We gotta agree on that. They're pushing it.
I'm not done.
They're like,
I'm not done.
Okay,
yet.
go ahead.
Motherfucker.
I am a motherfucker.
So, but the hypocrite, I guess I am too. So, yeah, we all are. So, at the end of the day, though, like, I guess it's what I would want versus what I don't want, but would still be like. So if my son came out like that, like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to jump up and down for joy and be all like happy because I choose to like support people in the sense of you have your choice to do what you want. It's your life. You know what I mean? But I would like, my son or my daughter to just, grow up typical. I don't like to say normal because what makes anything normal? Because society says it is.
Right.
So.
Right.
At any route, I like that traditional scenario. Give me grandbabies when I'm older. All that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still my children. I'm gonna support them the best way I know how, even if I don't agree with it, because it's not my life.
Right.
All right, so if you wake up tomorrow morning, right, and your son decides to just chop his dick off, and then he's walking around the house with no dick, and you're just standing there looking like...
I'm going to be like, oh my God, let me get you to a hospital, because that doesn't look professionally done. That looks like it's that's a bleeder.
He's a bleeder.
Look, Dad, I popped my cherry. Like, yeah, exactly.
So... last week or whenever it was when we discussed it, I'm not sure if it was the last episode or the episode before. I'm really not sure.
I remember this scenario.
But we talked about it, and I told you I had a problem with people just waking up one day identifying as whatever.
Yeah. But I understood your point too, what you're saying.
But
where does it stop?
But because the show isn't like centered around us delving too deep into stuff, I couldn't really go into like how I really felt about it. So I try to do this as quick as possible. What I was saying was, it's not that I have a problem with people identifying as what they choose to identify with. I have a problem with the over promotion of it, where I feel like it starts to become contagious in a sense.
Bothering the shit out of me.
You hear it?
Yeah.
I feel like it starts to become contagious, and it starts to influence others that may not be having that thought.
Right. All of a sudden, now the thought's in their head when it would have never otherwise been.
Now, that's all I meant about that. Yeah. I just feel like, if to put it in layman terms, it's like, yo, I don't have a problem with someone deciding to identify as long as it's done and as long as it's naturally occurring and not been forced upon them where they're questioning.
Do you guys, you know what I just realized? Not that real lies. Do you know what I just realized?
Yeah, real lies.
No, not just that.
Real eyes.
Not that one. Commercial lies.
So that's just already being commercialized in a sense.
No, because that's being commercialized.
But
hold on.
I will say this though. And I'm
not saying about anybody who identifies. I feel like they're pushing it like to the point to where they're like, hey, you guys should feel the same way. Do it now. Go chop your dicks off. Everybody now.
Chop your dicks off. That just sounds so brutal.
That's what Boozy said. That's why.
But they're not chopping their dicks off. They're having it surgically removed. I understand completely.
What the fuck is that? Chopped off, nigga?
Yeah, but chopped off, you make it sound like a meat cleaver. Like, bang.
You making it sound like
wrap that up.
Hold on.
You're making it sound like a circumcision.
Let me give my take.
It's more intricate. They turn the dick inside out or whatever, and like push it back in.
Listen,
put that thought back into your mouth and don't ever fucking.
It's out there.
You guys could cockfight later.
Oh hell no! Hold up.
Let me expand. Let me expound real quick. Let me give my take. So peep it. So how I looked at it is, first and foremost, I support Dwayne Wade in what he's choosing to do.
Okay,
right.
I support that
and
too,
I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna tell you why. No, I'm gonna tell you why I support it, and then I also am in support of if that was my child and decided to do it.
Right.
Reason being is the reason why most children are committing suicide is because they have no one to talk to, because they have these El Guapo fathers at home that are scared. They're scared to tell their parents, like, listen, this is what I'm feeling.
Right.
So they end up not having anyone to talk to.
So because you bring that up, though, is exactly why, like, even though I understand what you were saying before, like, if they were never exposed to it, maybe they'll never have that thought. But usually what will happen is at some point, they're going to be exposed to it, but a lot of times it's later on in life, and then they realize that, wow, holy shit, like that is something that I identify with more, and then they destroy the people's lives that they might have connected with, like on a heterosexual level, like a wife and kid, and then all of a sudden the family gets kind of flipped upside down. Had that allowed to have been started in the very, very beginning, like different decisions and choices would have been made to, in a sense, prevent that from happening, because that person would have kind of been out there to begin with. Only difference now they'll be doing is later on in their years is trying to get straight men.
But peep it. So like, if your son's born, right? Yeah. And my son has all sisters.
Right.
His mom, he's tried to put on nail polish, he's tried to put on lipstick, right? Mm-hmm. My job as a father to make sure that he knows that he's a boy.
Right.
If he continues to do that, I'm not fighting it. I'm gonna be real with you.
Because then he knows.
Because there's no real influence. That's what he's choosing to do. People, hold on, because you did your thing. You talking about chopping dicks off.
I said one.
But you're not. Well, your son's not gonna be able to come to you if he chooses to identify.
There's little influences.
You haven't let me say what I wanted to say.
Well, let me expand. You gave your take.
It's literally gonna be 2 points.
Wait a second.
I'll wait.
This is the society we live in.
Nah, because I'm about to say
you sound like Boozy.
We're agreeing to disagree. I'm not going Boozy.
It's not.
All right, just let him get his point out.
It's not even a disagreement. If you either love your child or you don't.
Right.
It's as simple as that. All right. So support whatever your child's doing. Period. So at the end of the day,
you can't beat something like that out of your child.
So right. So if you can't force the way you feel and the way you identify on your child.
You can try and instill
about you audience people.
You can talking about me. You can instill. You can try to.
Talking about you.
Yeah, you can try.
Let me get my point.
Listen, you can try to instill your values, but at the end of the day, they're still going to do what they want to do and feel how they're going to feel.
I want my children to be able to talk to me about any fucking thing on the planet.
I agree.
Period.
Right,
there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that have been conditioned to believe a certain thing. And they don't even, it's kind of like racism. Like, not all white people are racist, but they pretend to be racist because they were raised in a household where that's taught.
And if they're any other way, they might get disowned.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree
so
with
the
you.
one thing I do, and then
remember the Titans.
And then keep this in mind. Also, what I do is if I'm teaching that to my child, oh, don't be this and don't be that and don't look at them and these people are this and I'm raising that and I'm putting that in, I'm instilling that into my child.
Right.
So now my child is gonna grow up thinking that he should hate people that do that, and it's just it's
okay.
I
just want to say one thing. Let me finish what I gotta say. Now look,
go ahead.
I never disagreed. No, I'm not. No, because
I'm just fucking with you.
Trying to. That's a good picture.
Just remember everything you said was recorded. Just remember everything you said was recorded. So don't try to renege.
Just remember
don't try to renege.
No, just remember it's my attorney.
You're saying something
remember it's my attorney. You're talking over me.
It's his turn.
Yeah, remember that.
Let him go.
Was this who said all I had to do was say one thing?
Here we go.
I'm curating this bitch.
Here we
had
go.
Your time.
Now listen, I never disagreed with Dwayne Wade. I never did. This is what I said. You now remember it was recorded. Remember what you said.
Not my household.
Because you'll be able to rewind back.
You can't do this, Lo, with me.
No, you gotta let me finish.
I know everything.
You gotta let me
said.
finish, Green Lantern. Calm down, motherfucker.
All right.
Dude's
Spit your
crazy.
point.
You got green glitter on your face.
I've had that for like 3 days. I've scrubbed
Shit.
it or whatever.
All right,
So,
spit your point. Come on, because we're gonna move on.
Here we go. My point is this: I never disagreed with Dwayne Wade with what he did. I support his decision. No, wait up.
No, I'm saying he didn't do anything.
All right, so whatever the fuck this is, I'm telling you my opinion. That's it. Let me just get it out the way.
Please.
What I'm saying is this: I don't agree with what he's doing.
I thought
That's
you
what. That's no. Let me finish.
That's my
That's
point.
what he wants
You
to do
see?
with his son. That's his business. What all I'm saying is this. The point is this. There's no reason that he should be like trying to flaunt it in front of
He's
us. Like,
not flaunting it.
No, let me get to the point.
He's trying to
no,
make
this
you-
is different. Now look, if you had a situation like
So
this,
I'm flaunting it because I'm supporting it.
I never.
And
You're
that's
not
what
letting me
he's
finish.
doing.
You're trying to have a debate. I'm not
don't need to
Mike,
flaunt.
nigga. I'm not gonna go back and
You
forth.
don't
I'm
need
gonna
to
say my
flaunt.
point and I'm done.
You
I'm
said
done.
that 3 points ago.
Because you keep cutting me off because you want to hear yourself.
I want to hear. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
So now listen, I don't mind the fact that he's supporting his son in his decision. That's good. I embrace that he supports his son no matter what. What I don't embrace is this. The thing I don't embrace is, look, how are you gonna, like, just the way he promotes it is like, yo, look, if you had this situation, you would not be like, hey guys, look, my son is gay, he wants to do this. It would be in your household, it would be known, and then it would be come out
Kids
sooner or
gotta
later.
walk outside.
No, but you
the
would
hell is
not.
that?
You would not take it and use it as like a tool
He's
all
a
the time.
celebrity,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's
brother.
out. Like they got people trying to look through the windows.
It's not that
So-
he's promoting it, it's that the media's promoting it.
No.
He's living his life, bro.
Are you sure?
No,
Yes.
but see, I heard some of the
hold
arguments
on.
like they're coming
Hold
out
on.
like.
Sure?
Hold on.
This
Hold
shit's
on.
turning into some Kardashian shit.
No,
That's
it's-
all I'm gonna say.
no.
I'm done. You can go ahead and state your point.
I don't
It's not
think
even
he's
that I'm trying to
necessarily
make a
wrong though,
point.
because I think that's what a lot of people are arguing about.
No,
That
I
he
don't-
is-
I
he
don't
is kind of
dis- I don't
putting it.
disagree.
He's putting it on display rather than
What I'm
just letting
telling
it be
you,
what it is.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. That's all I wanted to say because we were going back and forth. I never disagreed with you. I just wanted to say that the way that he was doing it was kind of unclassy. You would do it more classy if it was you with the shoe on the foot.
How is he doing it though?
I'm watching it on
No,
social
I'm asking
media.
you. Tell me.
Just click on your phone right now.
No,
nigga.
I'm asking you to tell me how he's
It's
doing it.
too much. It should be something.
What is he doing?
He put on this. He already let us know this years ago that his son was like, I already knew this. Now it's like just, hey.
Do you know why?
Hashtag let's go.
But do you know why?
What?
He has a documentary coming out about his life that's been documented for 10 years. So this is what I'm saying.
And that is the cream of the crop of the
That's
story.
not the cream. That's not the cream of the crop of the story. That's
Oh,
a
no.
part of his
That's the
10-year
icing on the top.
documentary.
What if?
That's the icing on the top.
What if his kid in reality is not even feeling like that? They're just doing it for the documentary.
What if fucking Illuminati fucked him in the ass and now he's fucked?
Either way.
Whoa.
Either way.
Why is the Illuminati always gay?
Because you never know.
They're always gay though. What if in
look at
reality
him. What you gonna say about that?
they're really like the smartest
But-
people in the world, and they're like,
No, the thing about it is, to me, it's showing evolution. By him standing up, I see courage. I don't see what everyone else sees. It takes courage, whether he's lying or not. That's a form of courage. You got to have some big ass balls to come out and be like, "Yo, I'm supporting." No, I'm talking about the father. To be able to come out and be like, "Listen, my son came out as son."
I think he got a fat check, and they just want a depopulation to get fast forwarded.
This is where it gets crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot about conspiracy theories, but I don't buy a lot of them.
Sell your soul, sell your son. Give me. You got.
So you don't
you're
agree
good.
with this?
I don't agree. I'm just gonna tell you.
Because you said you don't disagree.
Call me boozy badass today. Yeah, I don't agree with.
All right, everyone, stop for a second, right? So
fact.
whether or not, all right.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
whether or not it is more widespread and easier to access it now or whatever, this type of behavior has been going on for millennia. Even with Alexander
Jesus
the Great.
doesn't even have pants on.
That's a very good point.
He wanted to let it air out.
Buddha doesn't have pants on.
He wanted
Krishna
to let it air
doesn't
out.
have pants on. We can go on and
They're all
on.
pantless, but
and they all look androgynous.
No. So my point is though is that this shit's always been going on. The problem is now is the population's larger. There's social media. People need things to talk about. For so long it was completely not accepted. For a while. So where people would get beat over it and shit like that, or people would kill themselves because they kept it a secret their entire lives. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like again, I don't have to agree with it. But as long as you ain't forcing it onto others, even if you show it, I don't have to watch that channel. I don't have to listen to that news source. I don't have to be subscribed or following him on Twitter. I don't really see barely any of this shit.
Honestly, I came across,
I came across a couple of posts that were like people were talking about it, and it was the first time I ever really even heard about it.
Yeah,
like I don't pay attention to none of that shit.
This shit's old.
But my point is that I choose to let into my life what I choose to let into my life. Like whether no one can say anything's forced on me because I can just avoid that thing.
Right, you can turn it off.
Right. So that's why I never get mad. People got like the FCC who try finding Howard Stern and shit like that for crude this, that, and turn the fucking channel.
Yeah.
Like who is telling you to listen?
That's what I'm saying. It's like real life. When you're seeing, like you walk into a bar and if a fucking transgender person walks by you, hey yo, nigga, look at this mother. You don't even gotta, like you said, you can mute the channel right then and there. You don't have to react to somebody. That's their identity. Let that motherfucker live that motherfucker.
Yeah,
life.
you don't have to do anything.
It's the same shit.
That's again, like if there's any type of party that I identify with, even though I'm independent, would be libertarians, because for the most part, that's their views.
I was I swear to you, I was literally about to say this is why I fuck with Trump, but don't fuck with Trump.
I don't.
It's not. I don't fuck with Trump because I don't fuck with politics, but I fuck with Trump because I believe in people just being themselves. Who gives a fuck about what anybody else is thinking? Like, I fuck with that shit. Like, I know what it's like to be misunderstood.
Right.
You know what I
True. Same.
You know what I mean? So it's like I can't fuck with people who want everything to be like one way. It's like that's not real. And to be honest, I believe in the divine feminine. I don't believe
I do too.
I don't believe in the whole gods and man and all this masculinity and this over fucking macho shit. I just don't.
What you're talking about is supernatural. We're talking about natural.
I'm telling you that the divine, this is what we're going into, and people are fighting it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? There was an age where none of that mattered.
Yeah.
And that's when the times melted.
You know, the only difference is now too is people also got a lot of free time on their hands. You know, back then, like, you had a job.
But
like,
everyone's
you were a hunter,
entitled to
you were
their
a gatherer,
like
you were a weaver.
He's
you know what I'm saying, though? You were a bootmaker.
I go off a vibrational level just like you do.
Right.
And my freaking, my, what do you call it? My spider sense, my Goku Super Saiyan sense is telling me that shit is melting. It's a melting pot. And that's how I feel. And it's not like I'm against it. I'm not, because I love honesty. That's dope. But what I'm saying is, nigga, I'm not telling you how I'm fucking the shit out of my girl and squirting her guts out. It's my fucking house. If you happen to fucking go by and see me fucking the shit out of my girl, then you know, like, all right.
So you're cool with your son deciding to identify as a girl?
If that's
you're not, but I'm saying you're not gonna say no. You're not gonna try to sway him.
I'm not putting that energy in the air. I am gonna let him know what is what. Now
he already knows what is what.
No, I know, but if he continues like you said, what the fuck can I do? I'm in my shoes.
But he knows what is what. So if you go home right now and your middle son decides to
identify as whatever, what can I do?
No,
I'm not the bodyguard.
I'm asking you, what are you?
I am going to try to sway him. I'm not going to.
Okay.
If you want to know 100% my honest feeling, I'm going to try to sway. But then, like, if I'm not home and he's still doing that shit, what the fuck can I do? What you just said, you cannot. You can't stop.
And I think that wraps up that conversation.
That's fine.
It's a fact.
And I respect your opinion too, by the way.
That was
Jesus Christ.
What did the comments say?
I think that for the most part, the consensus was between all sources that, yeah, it is what it is, but don't too much promotion on it, like too much throwing it out there. Just like live your lives. You don't necessarily have to be like hello all the time. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, because it starts looking like you're trying to garner attention.
No, but guess what?
You know what's
He's
funny?
a vegan, spiritual person, right?
But you know what's funny?
I just said
I'm not vegan. I'm plant based.
Well, not the same thing, but basically strong person and spiritual. You're not promoting it.
Promoting what?
You don't have to tell. You're not telling everybody that every day.
This is what I have a problem with, and it has nothing. I'm not even. I'm gonna get off of this subject, but I'm gonna show you what I have a problem with. I have a problem when people are saying something's being promoted, and there's 90 other things that are being promoted that no one else is talking about.
A lot of violence too.
But the masses are the ones that decide what's going to be a little bit more trendy.
Politics
than
are
other
promoted.
things. And
Religion is promoted.
Dwayne Wade's
Technology,
promoted.
everything is out there right now. We chose as a society.
They chose. They're picking. They're
I'm about to say we're talking about
I can
it now.
confidently say I didn't.
manipulating
I brought it up because
They're
I know.
manipulating us right now because we're talking about it. We wouldn't even.
I was
gonna
bring. I was gonna bring this up anyway.
Our jobs are to talk about things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We're now journalists.
Right, pretty much when it boils down to it. You know what I mean? But at any rate, yeah, no, I get it. We as a society,
And it would be weird if we all just agreed on it. To be honest.
Nah, every shit would be corny as hell.
Right? Like no, it would. Like it would be
Like, man, you're just his friend. You're a cornball. Like, why are you agreeing with that nigga?
We're gonna go to a break. When we come back, we got a game called One or the Other, which we're gonna have some fun.
Oh my!
We're gonna have some fun with, and then we got a bunch of other shit. We'll talk about some more news, some odd events that are going on out there. Maybe do on the spot call, prank call, or some bullshit. Who knows? But I hope you're having a good time. Only thing I will say is I see the camera flickering here and there.
Oh, I'm about to say I limited the camera from switching back to you guys because I ain't gonna lie, I sipped on something. And I just wanted to make sure that I didn't.
I think I already know what the problem is though, so I'll probably
flickering looked like The Exorcist a little bit. I could look kind of.
Yeah, just once in a great while I see like a little quick glitch. It's nothing crazy. It's not like
too much energy.
It's
We
not
started
breaking
talking about too much shit.
I hate when he drinks. Just shut the fuck up. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think I know what's causing that. We'll make sure it's all good for the next show.
He's a fucking idiot. That's my guy.
I just spit it out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's real.
So at any rate, we're gonna go to a break. When we come back, we got a game, we got all the news, we got all that good shit. All right. So make sure y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. Okay.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Sam Smith. American chokehold dodger, play stronger in pajamas. Captain Stargate Logger, 86 bomber V-Watcher. V-Watcher? I mean the series where they eat rats. Not vagina monster, hot crotch. I'm top notch slur, that's freedom of speech. Hopscotch on the rock swerve. Reading and weak, with the head not dealt life. I was free to do me, until divine company became the culture I keep. I'm free dome, minus the backstage and bat rings. About to black out like vehicles from the Bat King. Well, in that case, I'll pick that green until the facts made. It's freedom or death.
Call me a ringer, same slang, Thermopolis. Oxilla, bar, rhinoceros. Obvious, marvelous. Minister, mind state. Immovable obelisk to the point B. Ain't no stopping this. Octopus drops in an octagon, leaving you optionless. Your arms too hot with the box.
Malcolm Martin, Eddie, the God gripping on the low. Ex-kings want the crown. Y'all let my people go.
Understanding is the best part, like farmers planting seeds and land. Ruler of my kingdom, let me welcome you to freedom land. When I'm shedding light, don't ever bite the hand that feeds you, fam. Love Ella right, you choose a side like Stephen King to stand. Mathematics number 4 is culture of freedom. To the mentally dead, another corpse, the vultures will eat them. Bystanders are smelling blood and scorching sofa of demons. When will you motherfuckers learn? Of course, I'm vulgarly speaking. In their eyes, it's free enterprise. We starving in poverty. The poor are slaves in this so-called free market economy. To bloodsuckers with policemen guarding their property. Ain't no getting out of jail free card like Monopoly. The media is propaganda, freedom of the press. Cremators on the hunt for righteous teachers to arrest. Some of us die to exercise our freedom to express. In Mortal Kombat, snatch out the heart that's beating in your chest.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, bro. Think anything else and you're playing yourself. Cause I don't got time for games, son. It's the realest thing, man, love. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, bro. Think anything else and you're playing yourself. Cause I don't got time for games, son. It's the realest thing, man, love. It's the realest thing, man, love. Architect remarkable, spit a little damage, I'm nutrition. You a stale salami sandwich, what's the difference? A frequency to the bandwidth, the chi and the hammer fist, the shine and the amethyst. Got warlord bullies that'll heist you in warm hoodies. All black ninjas that'll dislocate your dentures while you go frontin' to get thumped in your pumpkin. Your Cinderella dreams is a glass jaw function. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, bro. Think anything else and you're playing yourself. Cause I don't got time for games, son. It's the realest thing, man, love. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, bro. Think anything else and you're playing yourself. Cause I don't got time for games, son. It's the realest thing, man, love. It's the realest thing, man, love.
Thank you for calling 99 this is Taboo speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I was just wondering if you can do me a huge favor. My uncle goes in there all the time, and he's a rather large man. I'm not sure if you've seen him. He comes in there quite often. My problem is that he's been told by his doctor that his eating is getting out of control. So I just wanted to know if I could put up a few posters in there with his face on it saying "Do not serve."
Can I just put you on hold real quick to let a manager know?
Most certainly.
Thank you.
No problem, honey.
Visit us online at 99 Restaurants.
Hi.
Yes, hi.
We can't do that for you.
All right, because, I mean, he goes around like he'll try and finish everyone's beers and eat their leftover foods when they go to leave. It's pretty horrible, and he's going to die.
We're not allowed to hang up any flyers in here.
All right, and maybe just like on the outside of the door. All right, can I at least show you what he looks like so you can just refuse him?
Sure. If you want to do that, we just can't hang up any flyers. We're just not allowed to do that.
All right, well, now you got to be careful, though, because, like, he's got some money, so he'll, like, offer to give you an extra $200, like, if you'll give him cheeseburgers and stuff, you know? Do you think you could resist his charm and money?
Yeah, we can do that for you.
All right, you sure you're not desperate for cash?
No.
Okay, because you sound like you could use it a little, and I don't want to, have that conflict.
I sound like I could use it a little?
Yeah, you sound like you could be a little broke.
No, I'm not. I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, just figure since you work there,
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay, excellent. So, yeah, if you could just not serve that fat fuck, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you.
All right, get a better job. Bye.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Hey!
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. This is Frank over here. I am black for the next 5 minutes, and guess what, motherfuckers? I'm hacking! I'm so fucking happy right now. Man, I'm so happy.
You're like Little Dicky. Remember when they switched places, him and Chris Brown? That was like a cool idea.
Guess what? I can say the word nigga.
Little. Oh, went off a break.
And I am Frank right now, and I just came back. Now I'm back in my body. Here I am.
You don't, Frank, you don't remember that song? What? With Little Dicky, where he switched places with Chris Brown?
I don't know if I've seen that one. I might not have seen that one.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah. I just act like
he said y'all switched.
All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It works.
You know what? I want to give a rest in power to the Woo fucking Pop Smoke. He passed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
about that.
Rest in power to Pop Smoke.
I had to do the blue for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, R.I.P. I forgot about that
20
happening.
years old.
Yeah.
And at his,
That's the craziest
I'm not going to
shit.
say at his
20 years
prime.
old.
He was on his way to his prime.
I liked him.
I can't say I peeped a lot of his music because I'd be lying to you.
I definitely did.
What's more crazy, again, he's somebody that in one of the shows we talked about him.
We just talked
his
about
movement. I put you on to his movement, and then we talked about him stealing the Rolls Royce.
Oh, that's right. Hey, is there another pen over there on the desk? You can give to
I don't need one. All my shit's written down.
Oh,
I told
All my
you.
shit's written down too.
Where do you have my pen then?
Yo, your delayed reaction on this screen is fucking with me. I'm like, yo, you still need a pen or what? That shit's hilarious.
All right, so so we're gonna play one or the other. All right, so it's where we say one thing or the other, and then you give your preference and or in commentary, as far as that's concerned.
No. No.
Is that not how it goes?
No. Well, there's rules.
Okay.
So when we do the one or other, right?
You has to be one or the other, right?
We're not going to give, there's going to be no context into why we're choosing it, right? And you can't, well, there's not going to be any context to what I'm presenting to you or what you're presenting to me. So if you're saying red and blue, you can't be like, well, what do you mean by red and blue? And then you're going to, well, red mean it, and you can't do that.
Right, you just give your...
You just say it. And then you can't say neither or both as an answer.
Right.
Like, you got to pick one or the other.
Got you.
Now, if we choose to have a conversation about what we chose and why that was presented, we can do that. But that's after.
Right, but you have to immediately just answer the shit.
Right.
Okay, I got you. All right, so... It's time for one or the other. I'm your host, Frank Marvici. And our co-hosts, I guess, are all of us are participants, but I got Almighty L and Brother Low. Yes, that's right, folks. Today's show is brought to you by Allstate. No.
It's brought to you by alcohol.
So today's show, again, is brought to you by Marvici Media.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that's who. That's just who.
Yeah, I put the camera on you as soon as you said that. You were super happy.
Nice. All right, so if this is the case, this is kind of your brainchild. So I want you to start off.
Okay, do you want me to start with you or Low?
Start with Low, since y'all talked about it first.
He learned about it at the same time as you.
I thought you said you guys have already talked about this.
Nah.
No, when I sent you the text, I sent him.
Got you.
So Low, you first.
All right.
Monogamy or polygamy?
Oh gosh, this guy put his homework in. Monogamy.
Field nigga or house nigga?
House nigga.
Trick or treat?
Trick.
Blood or Crip?
Good one. Purple. Nah, I'm just playing. That might be a new one, right? Purple. Nah. Guess I'm gonna say Crip for right now, man. Rest in power. Go ahead.
Tupac or Nipsey?
Yo, see, you went like me, man. Pac.
God or the universe?
Universe.
Love to hate or hate to love?
Hate to love.
Stonehenge or South Beach?
Stonehenge.
Butter pecan or chocolate deluxe?
Chocolate deluxe.
Truth or justice?
Justice.
Lie or deceive?
Deceive.
Illuminated or enlightened?
Enlightened.
He's done.
All right, hold on a second. I didn't realize you're gonna have a whole list for one person like that. I thought you were gonna go back and forth.
That's what I was telling you beforehand. Is that it's got to be curated for each, because the way he isn't the way you are. You got me?
Right.
That was good.
You need more time?
For my own, but I can still.
Do you want me to do the one? I got Frank's right here.
Okay.
All right, Frank, you ready?
Hold on a second.
Oh, you writing? All right. So I'll do yours then.
Yeah, do his.
All right. Obese or anorexic?
Anorexic.
Ugly or hideous?
I'm gonna have to go ugly.
God or alien?
Whoa.
I knew.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's a crazy one right there.
Damn. Oh shit.
It's the same thing, right? That's the whole thing.
We're on the same wavelength, but I'm gonna have to go with alien.
Narcissistic or manipulative?
God damn you. Narcissistic.
Magic or meditate?
Magic.
Boobs or tits?
Ooh. Boobs.
Jealousy or envious?
Damn, you suck, yo. Oh my god, I guess jealous. Fuck.
Long nails or short nails?
Short.
Blind or deaf?
Fuck you, yo. I gotta see. I'm gonna go with deaf.
Colorblind or speech impediment?
Colorblind.
Little feet, big feet?
Little.
And it could be for you. Like,
little.
It doesn't matter.
Little.
Who
It's always it's
dark
little.
or light. That's the last one.
And see, so when he says that, right?
What was your last one?
Dark or light, right?
Wow.
So that could mean anything, but I'm gonna go with light.
Yep. That's it. I'm done. He's
All
done.
right. So I'll go, just to break it up to give me a little bit more time here. I'm gonna go with one list, and I guess I'll give this list to you. So he said boobs or tits. I'm saying tits or ass.
Ass.
Knock or run.
going knock.
Okay. Prostitute or escort?
Escort.
Crack or coke?
Yo, okay. I'm gonna have to go with the white girl.
All right. Pants or shorts?
Pants.
Pecan or pecan?
Yo. Pecan.
All right, hold on. This made me think of another one.
Yo, stop playing.
All right. Missionary or doggy?
Doggy.
Threesome with average bitches or one wicked hot bitch?
Good one.
That was pretty decent, right?
Nah, that was really good.
I'm gonna go with the hot one.
I'm going with 3 average. Sorry.
Ride or drive?
Ride.
Okay. Quick or easy?
I'll go quick.
All right. Knees or elbows?
Elbows.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Lemon or lime?
Lime.
Sprite or Coke? Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Middles or crusts?
Crust.
And that's all I got.
You are hilarious. Those are like some shits that I've like.
I was actually trying to find out most of your opinions for a party I was going to throw you.
Yo, shut the fuck
up. Middles and crust.
All right. So go ahead and ask yours to me.
All right.
I got to try and jot down some here for low.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, this is
Oh, you were gonna go to Frank?
No, it's you. It's you for him.
Afro or mullet?
Mullet.
Denzel or De Niro?
Denzel.
Deep space or deep sea?
Deep space.
Monotheism or polytheism?
Polytheism.
Martin or Malcolm?
That's a hard one. Damn. Martin.
Jehovah or Lucifer?
Lucifer.
Gold or technology?
Technology.
Black power or white supremacy?
I mean, obviously black power. I don't believe in white supremacy in black power.
See, you're doing
well, but I already answered.
Right, but hold on.
I can't remember what you're going to ask me.
You'll remember.
That's why I thought we were going to comment on it one after we just blurted it out.
Nope. Out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll never.
This game is rapid fire.
I won't remember what we talked about before. But go ahead, keep going.
A bump or a blue?
A bump or a blue? A blue.
Klansman or slave master?
Damn. Wow. That's hard. I don't.
Sorry.
I'm going to go with Klansman.
What the fuck?
Future or past?
Past.
Trump or Bush?
Trump.
Okay, that's it.
The Klansman one was hard because
I know.
Because it's like I almost rather be in a sense a slave master if it doesn't mean that it's just because people are black and I feel I can own them.
Yeah,
you know, it could be anybody, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be an American slave master.
But when you're able to explain, it sways the opinion.
Right. But the reason why at the end of the day though, like being a slave master, you're still involved with controlling and owning somebody and hurting them potentially, you know what I'm saying? Versus, I guess at least with a Klansman, I'm just a racist behind a fucking white sheet. It's like, how do you justify? I don't know. All right, so
you got.
It's your turn going towards me now.
Didn't you have one for me though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be last.
I'm thinking I'm gonna need to be last just because I'm not done completely.
I do mine then. Black or white?
Black.
Piss or puss?
Piss or puss? Piss.
Biggie or Pac?
Biggie.
Demon or angel?
Demon.
Young or old?
Young.
Dirty or disgusting?
Disgusting.
Pussy or vagina?
Stop playing. I'm dying over here.
Pussy or vagina? Pussy.
Hot or cold?
Oh shit! It definitely depends on context, but I would say cold.
Fuck or screw?
Fuck.
Pig
It's like saying that
or
word.
raccoon?
Raccoon.
Rats or roaches?
Oh. Oh.
Damn,
fuck. Yeah,
that
that's
fucking
that's
sucks.
real hard.
That's your last one.
All of them suck. Roaches.
That sucks.
Rats kind of scare me. Roaches
It's
are
the
nasty.
idea,
But yeah, they motherfuckers will bite you.
Roaches
You know
will
what I
be in
mean?
your PlayStation, like just having
I've
a
lived
whole-
with roaches when I was young, so I know what I'm into.
You said roaches pack up in the PS?
Oh yeah, they'll do it in the PS.
For real?
Remember
So listen.
cable boxes?
Yeah.
We'd see one run across the numbers inside the box.
So somebody I knew, their brother came home. This female I was dealing with, her brother came home with a PlayStation, and they were playing it, having fun. And one day they popped it open. That whole shit was alive. Like
Damn.
literally, I'm talking about when they popped it open, it was just like the whole shit started.
Because it's
moving.
warm in there.
Oh,
and
they were
shit.
chilling.
It was chilling.
It was
Damn.
families.
Damn.
Like a whole nation in there. Like that PlayStation was
United
alive.
Nations, United Nations.
They got the
UN.
PlayStation from somebody or somewhere, bought it from a yard sale or some shit, and came home and were playing it. They were wondering, why the fuck are these roaches in our house now? Da, 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 da. They thought so and so brought them, and next thing you know, they popped the PlayStation open. That shit was just scattered. Babies, grown-ups,
Wow.
queens, a nation. So yeah, roaches are really fucking bad.
Wow.
Rats, you get a couple cats and get some bats. Some bats, like animals and shit. Yeah, get them out of here.
I actually had that on the list originally, bat soup or blood soup for Frank. I was like, nah, that's gay.
That's pretty crazy, yeah. He brought like both.
What would you have chose for that one?
For which one? Say it again.
Bat soup or blood soup?
Probably blood soup.
They both exist. Obviously, you know about the
Probably bat soup, because I don't think it's really linked to that shit.
Yeah.
I know reports have said it is, but I don't know how much I buy that.
You'd have the blood soup.
Yeah, because
just
I know
thinking about the
It
furry.
didn't come from bats.
No, it doesn't. It comes from either cow or pig.
See, I do that. Oh,
Yeah, they haven't done no chicken blood soup yet.
I don't know. No, just what you said. That's disgusting. Why the fuck?
I'm almost done for low. I got a couple good ones on here. At least I think so, anyways.
I hope so. This guy has too much time to think. I don't like that.
He got the jump now.
Yeah, he does. Because he was supposed to go, and then it was supposed to be my turn. I was supposed to end it. But you got that. It's cool. It's just being Frank's show. So we'll let that slide this time. Noga.
Naga.
Noga.
No.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just about done.
Me too. I'm about to roll up.
Imaginary
L.
Oh, here we go. That's a good one. All right, and
I feel like a Viking right now. I feel like a mug of beer. You seen that new show on Netflix where it's like Thor, Ragnarok?
For real?
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
it's like a young Thor.
Oh, is it
shit's
called
dope.
Ragnarok?
Yep.
I've seen it, but I've
cool.
seen it go by like on Netflix and shit, but I never watched it.
Did you watch
Cool.
the show?
All right.
I started watching it. Yeah, it's cool.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Nose or ears?
Ears.
Burger or hot dog?
Burger.
Stereo or TV?
Stereo.
Locks or woo?
Oh shit.
What's a woo?
Locks or Wu-Tang?
Oh, locks or woo. I thought you meant like hair. All right. Locks or woo. Shit. Locks.
All right, cash or card?
Wait, hold on. Woo. Sorry. But anyways, card.
You can't do
Yeah.
that.
No.
You literally, that was a part of the
I
rules.
always fuck the games up. So-
Sony or Xbox?
Sony.
Cops or police?
Damn.
Police.
Police. Cereal or oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
Pig or swine?
Pig.
Burger or bison?
Bison.
All right. Get up or get down?
Get down.
Big spoon or little spoon?
Big spoon.
Here's one for you. Suck or blow?
Blow.
Jerk off or masturbate?
Masturbate. He was masturbating.
Wet or dry?
Wet.
Tight or loose?
Tight.
Football or soccer? You say
Football.
football
Football.
or soccer?
Football.
All right, you know one and the same.
Oh no, you're talking about some other shit. We're talking about
how it's called soccer. No. How it's called soccer is
soccer.
No. Soccer in America and then football in Europe, but it's still soccer. It's still the same thing.
Well, just because it was how you said it, soccer. That's what we're doing.
Chinese or Korean?
Chinese.
Okay. All right. Puerto Rican or Cuban?
Damn. Puerto Rican.
Miami or Los Angeles?
Miami?
I had that for him and I took it off.
Miami.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I never Miami.
Okay. All right.
I've never been to Los Angeles, but Miami.
All right. What was the other one I was gonna say? All right. So, Mid East or Sahara? Desert for desert.
Middle East.
Like the Middle Eastern desert versus whatever the hell that's called, the whole Middle East.
I'm gonna say Middle East because I feel like this. Yeah, just Middle East.
Okay. And then last but not least, right? Coronavirus or avian bird flu? Actually, I got one more.
Coronavirus.
All right.
That's what's popular.
All right. And then last but not least, herpes or AIDS?
Herpes.
I think I'm going with AIDS on that one because now it's like maintainable. Herpes just bust out. You can't do shit on that.
Nah, I'm going. The reason I say going with herpes because it's maintainable. But
no, it is still like people can live normal lives. They can fuck the whole nine. Like they have medication like that.
Die too if they don't fucking do their shit right.
As long as you take your medication, I think these days, man, like from what I hear and shit like that, it's like pretty manageable.
Honestly, I would say get that shit the fuck out of here, but we gotta
but
choose.
you can't.
I know we gotta choose. So.
I knew. That's why I made the rules specifically for you.
I
made one rule for him and one rule for you because I know you need contacts, and I know he's likes to dismiss shit. So I was like, I gotta make rules around these guys.
I gotcha.
And I already knew if Frank's gonna be the one in this game, you gotta be prepared for any fucking thing. This motherfucker is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I could be
herpes or AIDS. You know what's funny is I had that for you.
Oh, I thought you said you had that.
No, I had that. That's crazy. I was gonna say AIDS. What was I gonna say? AIDS or cancer?
Got you.
That's what I was gonna say to you because you can die from both, but you're just saying that you can maintain one. That's what I was had for you. Like I thought.
But you still have AIDS. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's just an easy decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you obviously selected herpes. So, anyways, moving on.
Good job.
So
good job, my friend. Touche.
I wanted to talk about something. Do you guys play the lottery at all? Whether it's scratch tickets,
only when it gets really, really big.
I would say the same thing.
Have you
That's
guys,
what she said.
Yeah, and I was about to say, have you guys got sucked into the Matrix or something?
Wow.
Is that why you're talking about gambling now?
No, I haven't.
No, I'm talking about him because it's finally coming full circle.
No, because I'm not really a gambler.
This lottery thing has been trickling already down into my
Why?
universe.
It's something happened that I don't know about?
So
we're numbers
a
guys,
woman
so
visiting her grandfather in North Carolina took her elder's advice and ended up winning $100,000 in a lottery jackpot.
We'll be the one to win.
So she traveled from her home in Virginia to visit her grandpa, and she said she usually only buys like $1 scratch-off ticket, but during a trip to Hawfield's General Store in Mebane, her grandfather urged her to take a chance on a $20 ticket. So Rainey selected a $20 Ruby Red 7 ticket and returned to her grandfather's home, where they both scratched it off, and boom, she won the $100,000 fucking prize.
That's G'd up.
Man, that's crazy. So that's the only thing that sucks, though. If you don't play, you can't win. But I feel like I only ever win enough sometimes to keep playing.
I basically never went on
your
scratch
son,
tickets.
Giovanni Harvick, said, "What's up? It's me, your son."
Oh, what's up, buddy?
That's your real son?
He definitely...
No, it's his fake son. I can't.
It could be my son in reality.
Or is his name Gia?
No. It says Beastie Gaming Marvici.
Oh, that might be your real fucking real son.
It is.
Yeah, I don't care. He's trying to get his own little YouTube thing going on.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
It's about to be the Just Being Geo show?
I got to get him a Joe. Just Joe. There's no Gio. A lot of people say Giovanni. It's just Giovanni.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Always been.
I mean, we got that. You want to know what's dope?
Sorry.
You know
It's all
dope?
good.
He has two. He has a nickname now. Like, it'd be like, that's not my name, but it does sound kind of cool sometimes.
No, but at the end of the day, if he's gonna, I would never stop if he wants to like do gaming and stuff like that. The only reason why I don't really let him do it now, I still like want to be able to monitor stuff, which is hard for me to obviously do when I'm not always around, right? But he just doesn't have the setup yet.
Okay.
I got to upgrade his shit. But there's a lot of kids on YouTube. There's a lot of kids on YouTube making loot.
There's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Making loot.
Their personalities are
they're just playing games or doing stupid shit, and they're really out there. So, but I would want to be a little bit more involved if I was going to allow that to go on. You know what I'm saying?
Factual.
Yeah. So my boy Jay is a person that does play scratch tickets all the time, and I constantly see him hitting, whether it's for $50, $100, more. I'm sure he loses his fair share also. But yeah, so that's crazy though. So she was not even gonna fuck with it, and he was like, get the $20 ticket. Bang. So my next question though is, how much do you give Grandpa?
Oh, you got to take care of Grandpa.
What do you think, like $100?
She won 100 stacks.
100,000, yeah.
She got to give him like 15, 20.
Yeah, I would say at least 10.
Grandpa got a freaking recliner chair in my mansion with me, living with me. He's gonna be set for life.
You're not buying a mansion with 100,000.
Definitely not.
I feel
not a mansion, but you get a house and pay your rent for a long time, and you still have your job.
No, I'd hold on. Like 100,000, that can go in like.
If I would do anything, I would pay off
other things.
I'd pay off all my debt first and foremost, and then use what I have to like put myself into a better situation, and then invest the rest.
You probably open up your own car business, right?
Nah, not for that kind of money.
Nah, what would you?
You would need a lot more money than that. So if I had millions, but at the end of the day, I rather, if I'm going to be in a business that, like, I'm serious about the car business, it's my career, and like, if something else were to ever pop off, then maybe there's considerations to be made. I want this, and I feel it will, but at the end of the day, like, I'm prepared to just be in the car business if that's what it is. So it's my career. I take it seriously, but if I'm gonna have enough money to open my own business, I think like I would do it more in the media department, really invest into this. If anything,
do something you love.
Did you hear about? I think it was a dentist where a woman found, I want to say 500,000, maybe 50,000. I think it was 50. You sent it to me. Was it 50 or 500?
She found about like 10, something crazy.
It's
like
a large
20,
amount.
20 or 50 grand, some crazy shit. She brought it back, and the nigga gave her $500.
That's it.
It was like he was like a, I don't know if he was Asian or whatever.
He was a dentist.
Spanish.
See, he looked like a white guy. I thought he was a white guy.
No, he wasn't white.
See, so
it
now
wasn't
what?
About his race. It was smug look like here.
See, now do you think that, like, when you say if you do play scratch tickets and whatnot, if you were to win 100,000, how much does she give to the clerk?
The clerk? Oh, I'm coming back to. I'll probably give her like $1,000 or $2,000.
No, she has to pay a certain amount. Like
there's no like set scenario to tip like whoever gave you the ticket.
No, I would
you
do it.
You don't have to give them anything in reality.
I would do it out of my heart.
You know what I mean? You have to pay taxes on what you win, but you don't have to otherwise than that. It's just common courtesy because that person did give you the ticket. But at the end of the day, they didn't win.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm the one that bought it and scratched it.
Right. I'm not. I wouldn't naturally. I'm not thinking about that person.
No, I mean I
will if I win. But.
Yeah, I would still hit him off with something though.
No,
you know
that
what I
person. You told us it's about. Remember one time we were chilling. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. We were out somewhere and you were telling him like, yo, that could have been your angel. We were at a casino, matter of fact.
Yeah.
And he had like a dude telling him what to do, and you were like, yo, make sure you give him some good bread. That's your angel.
No. Right. That's a little different. But that's different than someone just giving you a scratch ticket.
I'm being honest.
No, this person was literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's a different scenario.
He was winning.
That type of person you hook up.
Yeah.
That's a completely different scenario.
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
It was really like, get away from me. Get the fuck out of
here. If someone's helping you,
he was helping.
That's a different story. You should take care of that person.
No, he's a professional. He's making my dude win. But what's crazy, what I'm saying is the honesty in me is like saying like I'm just not naturally thinking about that person. That's the truth. Like now I will take care of that person if that's the case. I would have totally
you did like he did. The other
I didn't change the scene at all.
You did like him.
You think that's the same?
It's the same shit. You just said you naturally wasn't thinking. He wasn't naturally thinking about that dude. He was like, nigga, thank you. Good. I'm glad I came up. Now get the fuck away from me so I can come up some more. You're annoying me now.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up.
That's literally what he did.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm switching tables. This nigga's annoying.
Yeah.
But he got dumb bread.
Yeah,
and he gave him like a chip, like a $20 chip.
Yeah, he gave him something
that's a little shady.
He gave him like a $20 chip. Like
and he was up some band.
That's almost like insult to shit though. If you get like a $20 tip.
He gave him like, and the dude was looking at him like,
are you for real?
No, he shrugged his shoulders like, huh? What? Nigga, you should be staying right next to me.
My coworker, man, he is just a lucky individual. He seems to just
Scratch tickets?
Whether I don't think he really does scratch tickets too much, but he goes to the casino.
Yeah.
And like he's a smart player. It's not just luck, but like everything he does, like he kind of tends to win. So like if we're doing like a raffle and there's a bunch of prizes to win, he's winning something. Like I'll put tickets in all of those and I won't win one of them, and he'll win like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny like how he has luck like that. It's like, you motherfucker. And you know he'll go down to the casino. Literally, like if he's in there and he's up like a couple hundred in 18 minutes, and then he's out in 18 minutes. Like he doesn't keep going until he puts himself in a position where he's going to lose it. Small gains, and this dude's up by like a good amount.
I had to learn that by losing.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's called good RNG. We call that gaming. Like in gaming, like we're playing Destiny or some shit. Like if everybody's hunting for a weapon, we're doing a mission all day, and then somebody gets the weapon like in 5 minutes, and the other person's been grinding that shit for 5 months.
Right.
And the person just got into the game and got it. That's what that is. It's good RNG, meaning random generation.
Right.
Like his random shit is like
that
good.
reminds me. Remember when 4D Sports Cars was right there on Johnson Street, right? And remember how they used to have Samurai Showdown in there? I think I might have talked about this already.
I actually own it right now.
Right? I love Samurai Showdown, right? So these dudes spent all this money to get up to the very end, and then I came in and like
cleaned house.
No, they got like pretty much up to the end, and then they were done. So I came in, I popped a quarter on the boss, bong, just beat the boss. They're like,
that's
all that
nuts.
work in.
I was like, yo, y'all were gonna. I mean, mind you, I've gotten up to there before, so it's not like I've never earned a shot at the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Game over for them,
but it was gonna be game over. These motherfuckers are out of money. So I came in on the last boss and was like, actually, it might have been the last 2. And I think I beat the last person and then beat the boss, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Bad.
And I used 1 quarter too. But I used what's the dude that has
Did he have red
the
hair?
blonde? No, blue. He has like the blue like dress thing on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he chops the apple.
He does like this.
Yeah.
Bushido.
That was my dude.
He does circles, right? Like
Yeah. He
circle
would
shit?
chop
He's
down.
turned backwards.
Yeah. But that was my dude. Like I would fuck people up with him.
He's dope.
People hated when I played that fucking game. But yeah, they did all that shit, and I came in, bang, 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 and I was the second person to beat that shit ever before,
that arcade.
and at least in that place. I don't know. I imagine
because that was in
but that was the spot for Samurai Showdown.
Right. It was when the game first came out.
Yeah, I think he gave me like a free pack of cards or something for being the second to win or something. I can't remember. I got some kind of prize.
Those kids were tight. They were looking like, what the fuck?
Trying to remember the
It was my friends though, so it wasn't like I came in and they were already playing. I was like, you motherfuckers. But I remember 4D Sports Card, man. I missed that spot.
We used to go there to get the cards.
Oh yeah, I remember when it was a card shop before it was 4D's, owned by somebody else, and then he bought it.
Where was that at? Where was that place at?
Right on Johnson and Dickinson.
You remember that spot down there across from the Hippodrome, that arcade?
Yeah.
I remember that spot. I didn't play there as much, but because this wasn't a real actual arcade.
This was like in 99 and 2000, like 98.
And that was that before it was a record store or
I don't
after?
know what the fuck that shit. I just know that shit was an arcade. That shit's like
We used to skip school and go there.
Yeah.
I almost won
a pizza shop across the street and be eating pizza.
I almost won a competition at what was it?
Fantasy Realms.
Fantasy Realms. And Street Fighter.
See?
Well, I fucking got it. It was me and this dude, and like I was kind of being a hack in a sense because I was using M. Bison. And I was just bang, 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 couple of different moves, bang, 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 and they just couldn't stop it. I haven't played in years. If you're like still more current, and so I don't remember. I know how to probably do a Hadouken, not a Hadouken, but Hadouken, probably like maybe an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? The Hadouken. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise than that,
that's all you need.
But I just can't really remember to play like that.
He's a cheater.
I would get back into it though. It don't take me.
Lowe's a cheater.
It don't take me long to get back into that shit though.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's all you need is everything you just said.
I hate Street Fighter.
Hadouken. Hit him with an uppercut real quick.
This nigga's a
cheater. This nigga can't even get off the floor. He's like,
That's all he keeps doing.
You know what I was never that good at was Mortal Kombat. It's just the moves were.
I'm good too, but he's a beast on that shit.
Like
you can't button mash.
This nigga scrapped. He scrapped me on my own game. I had it. I just bought it, right?
Just
brand new, and he didn't even play the game yet.
Never played it.
Got on there and scrapped. I'm talking about scrap.
I'm like that. Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
Oh no,
Tekken I was pretty good.
No,
Tekken I was pretty good.
I wiped the floor with him. You know what he does?
Bushido blade too.
No, they put a Street Fighter dude in Tekken now, and now he wins. They put Akuma.
He can't fuck with me. He can't fuck with me in Tekken.
Dude's crazy.
That's funny.
He just keeps. You just know nobody else shoots in Tekken. It's just Akuma doing the Hadouken.
Bye, love you. Oh, thank you. You hear what she said?
What?
She gotta spend more of your money on Amazon. I love you. Bye. Love you
He's
too,
like,
badge.
"It's cool. I gotta go to work tomorrow, right? He's like,
It is what it is.
Go make it back.
Did you
Now
look into
we're
that?
still planning our trip for Punta Cana, so still buying shit for that too.
Did you look into that carnivore diet shit? Where niggas is just eating meat?
I didn't.
Eating meat?
I don't know. I'm a meat eater, but that doesn't sound appealing to me. Like I like vegetables.
Just meat.
They're just eating just straight meat.
I like too much vegetables, and I know there's too much benefits from eating vegetables.
So
you know what I'm saying?
What's happening to the genetics with that?
No, I think that is a certain genetic code.
Phil talked about Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter at Little Peach back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, true that, Phil.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
And the other person, Nadine Moody, said, you guys remember in Mario how to get all the guys, all the lives? Remember you could do the thing.
Up, down,
I remember
down,
that in
left,
like
right, left, right.
I thought it was Contra.
There was a hat.
Oh,
I thought that was Contra.
That's Contra.
Yeah,
we're talking
Contra was
about
the
Mario.
shit too.
No, and Mario, they had the thing where you could hit the shell and it'll go back and
Oh
forth.
yeah. I remember that.
Go,
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. You would just sit there and let that shit rack up. You're like, yeah. You know what I fucking used to love too is, and I play with my son sometimes on the Wii is Super Mario 3.
Super Mario. Wait, that's the raccoon one?
Yeah, it's the first time you get to be the raccoon. I like the one with the
cape.
What was it? The one where you get the cape.
The Mario World one.
I like when Yoshi is first introduced.
That's Mario World.
Yeah. That game is dope.
That's
as
when
shit.
it became more 3D.
Yeah.
That's a
well,
fragment
it was
of
still
art.
like side to side, but it was still like the graphics were heightened up. No, I think Mario 64 is what y'all are thinking of. That's the first 3D one.
I'm thinking about the one you're talking about with Yoshi.
The first introduction of Yoshi.
It wasn't 3D.
Super Nintendo.
It wasn't, but it did
graphics
pop
were so
out a little
good.
bit more.
Yeah.
That was
the
the
colors
shit.
on that shit. The colors on that shit were
The Y button did the tongue thing, didn't it?
Yeah. I just remember fucking.
And then you could fly.
Actually, no. I think that was still on Super NES though.
Super NES.
Yeah, Super NES. That's what it was.
Yeah. So but then Mario 64 was pretty dope too, though.
Nintendo 64.
Star Fox was my shit. Nintendo 64. I used to fucking love the PvP.
Golden.
Oh yeah, dude, we played so much. Yo, we would play 4-match competitions.
We should do that now. We should bring Golden.
Oh yeah, dude, I would remember. I would start remembering the maps too. It wouldn't take me long.
Remember the Golden gun?
They used to get so mad because we always played one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
Always played one shot. Always played one shot, one kill. And not with just the golden gun. Like no matter what you got shot with.
The setting.
Yo, it made you good because you could not get fucking shot. But you shot me in the fucking foot and I died.
Stallone was dope.
Yo, we get mad when you looked at the other screens when you're playing four screens. They'd be like, "Don't look at my fucking screen." I'm like,
was it called Battle Frogs?
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
I remember Battletoads.
They put them.
But the Battletoads, they came out. They were in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
but that was like I remember the Ninja Turtle game.
Yeah.
But remember
Turtles in
Double
Time?
Dragon?
Oh yeah.
Yo, you're going back, bro.
You don't remember Turtles in Time though? That game as a kid, Turtles in Time.
No.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time was the most fire Ninja Turtle game out of
For real?
It was like some arcade type shit.
No, so that's the one.
I know what you're talking about.
That's the one we
Be four
played.
people at a time. And
And there was the fire.
Yeah.
At the end of one.
I remember that one.
You had to
You know what I
save
like too?
April out of the fire.
Mega Man.
Yes.
Mega Man was the shit.
Metroid.
Metroid was dope
crazy.
too.
The music, just the music on Metroid. Zelda.
All right, so Sega or Nintendo?
Oh shit.
I have to go with Nintendo because I had Nintendo, Super Nintendo,
That's
I had all
hard.
that shit.
I had Nintendo first.
There were some games on Genesis that I really liked, or on Sega, but
I'm gonna say both because I know you're not supposed to, but Nintendo started my whole thing. Matter of fact, Atari started it, and then Nintendo just carried the torch.
I remember Asteroid.
Remember the running
Donkey
game?
Kong.
Yes, Donkey Kong. And the running game, the track game, I would do all the
you'd have to jump. You remember that?
Remember Excite Bike?
Yes.
Yeah, building your own tracks. Yeah. That was like the first game where you could build your own tracks. Yo, I used to fuck people
what
up.
about that Ninja game on
Ninja
Atari?
Gaiden?
No, there was a Ninja game on Atari too.
I never played that one.
Across the map and
I think by the time I started getting into video games, it started with Atari, but it was like only a couple of games. It was like it was Asteroid, it was Pong, it was the Frog
or whatever that
with
shit is
Frogger.
Yep.
And then the one where you're like in the middle and you kind of spin around. And then
where you go back and forth like Vanguard.
No, I don't. Yeah. You can go up side to side and shoot them all. Yeah. I can't remember what that is, but then like shortly thereafter, Nintendo came out.
Yeah.
And I was like one of the first people on the block to have it. Yeah. I was only like 5 or 6 years old. And then boom, it was Mario from that point forward.
I'm not gonna lie, my dad was like
Used to have to leave the game on because it wouldn't save.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was so far. I'm like, damn. Man, I gotta go to sleep.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You had to leave that on. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You'll be on the last boss.
Pitfall. Holy shit.
Somebody just said that.
That game was done. What was about Bionic Commando?
I don't remember that one.
That was where he had the arm, the bionic arm that would shoot out. I think it was Bionic Commando, if I'm not mistaken. Man, there's so many good games, dude. So many good fucking games. Kung Fu. Oh, I played the shit out of that. Yeah. That shit was so bad, but so great. So great. Remember getting to the boss and shit? Yeah. Oh, man, I played the shit out that game.
What was that game?
I don't think I've ever beat that game.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage
was fire. Internal Champions.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Stepping up to the Super Nintendo, but fuck, what the hell was it called? Kill something where you could be Orchid, the chick.
Oh, Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct.
Oh, that was fire.
I used to that game I used to be really good with.
Yeah.
I was good with Orchid, but I was also really good with the Wolf, dude.
I was good with. I'm not gonna lie with you. I was good with every character. I was
pretty decent with Thunder.
With Glacius.
I was pretty good with him too.
You remember Glacius?
Oh yeah, I was really good with him too.
Cinder.
Yeah, Cinder
was my favorite guy because his combos were easy, and I knew the old.
I was really good with the Wolf.
Yeah, me too.
I was really good with him.
Wolf was disgusting because his punches, he'd be like.
But I do that when you swing around with the claws, like bop, and then fucking people up in that game.
Juggling. They won't be able to get out of it.
Yeah, they won't be able to do shit.
They were like the first game to introduce that juggling shit.
Yeah.
Orchid was.
People would be pissed.
Orchid was ridiculous. People
go fuck people. Yeah. People I used to hate playing it. My boy John, what up, Leduc? He would play as Orchid all the fucking time.
She was ill.
That was like the epic showdown for us. What about NBA Jams?
Yeah,
he's on fire. He's warming up.
Those dunks were
shoes?
Yeah.
The middle part. Is it the shoes?
Yeah. It literally would be fucking fire and flames, yo. That shit was dope.
As fuck,
Blitz.
Oh, fuck that. Tecmo
Blitz.
Super Bowl.
Yes.
Or actually the original Tecmo Ball, too.
Wow.
Tecmo Super Bowl, yo. I remember I'd always pick, back then, for whatever reason, I liked the Dolphins. So I'd always have fucking.
Because they were hot back then.
Yo, I had Marino and Clayton.
I would use the Detroit Lions because of Barry Sanders. I was a picky kid, so that nigga would be floating.
Oh, yeah, but remember, it was like one of the first games to chart all the stats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing for passing
Barry
yards
Sanders
and shit.
was actually fast.
All you had to do was run up and down, and they would never be able to tackle you.
Yes. The Gran Turismo.
Paperboy. Holy shit!
That might be. That's that.
Yo, that game. I love that game.
10.
Yeah. RC Pro Am.
Yep.
Wow.
Said Donkey Kong, the old Donkey Kong.
Yo.
Even the new one was when that game Donkey Kong came out. It was groundbreaking.
I was addicted.
Yeah.
To Donkey Kong. In fact, I bought Crash Bandicoot for the children right now.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
I remember playing that though. That was like one of the first games I really played on PlayStation besides Final Fantasy VII.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah. No. Crash Bandicoot.
What about Dungeons and Dragons? Did y'all play that?
I played.
There was like a little knight and what was it?
Was it
called?
Castlevania?
I remember Castlevania, and I remember. No, you're talking about Gauntlet. Remember Gauntlet?
Yeah,
that shit was dope. Zelda.
Ghouls and Goblins.
Ghouls and Goblins. I remember that. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Where you were the knight, right?
Yeah.
You would like just chopping shit across the screen. Yo, Castlevania was dope back in the fucking day too, though.
Ghouls and Goblins literally almost raised me. That was one of the games I would play.
I used to play that in the boys'
You know what game I had that no one had was Friday the 13th.
Wow.
I did.
How did that look back then? Because the new one sucked.
It was kind of, the graphics were fucking Super Nintendo. Yeah. I think that was on Super Nintendo. Yeah, I don't think that was on Nintendo. I think it was Super Nintendo. But
so what did you do?
The graphics wasn't all that great. But yeah, you would go. You were against Jason. You weren't playing as him. So like you'd go into different cabin doors and shit like that, and like try to avoid them and like follow clues if I can remember correctly, because it's been a while. But shit, yeah, I remember the first Final Fantasy on Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
where the first Final
little
Fantasy.
Nasty little character.
Yeah.
The split screen, and then you'd use the powers, and it would never go over. Like
it was turn-based combat. And your guy would just step forward and hit the sword and then step back, and it would just show the damage. Yo, but the story was like dope. I remember because when that happened, but like I never really I never finished the first one. Like I don't know, I played a lot of it because then shortly thereafter I finally got a Super Nintendo, and I played Final Fantasy 2 on that. And that shit was like, I love that fucking game, dude. I can play that game still to this day.
Like Sonic?
I like Sonic, but I didn't have a Genesis.
Yeah, when I got a Sega, because I was one of the kids. My father, like, he spoiled us. Like, he got me a system, then he got my brother a system. He got me a Nintendo.
Yeah, Dave. What up, bro? We talked about Excite Bike. Hell yeah.
Sega Genesis, yo. When the Sonic came out, like, just think about it. Like,
Sonic was dope. I just didn't have a Genesis, so I couldn't really play it.
the music.
Josh had the Genesis. That's where I was able to play.
That's the times I would play it, yeah, because I just didn't have one at home.
He had Mortal Kombat. He had Eternal Champions. He had Sonic, obviously.
I remember me, Dave Panitas, his fucking brother Charlie, all of us that they had fucking like, you know, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, shit like that. So we'd all play at their house. We played Mortal Kombat on that shit and just fucking go at it. We'd be fighting and shit.
Remember Johnny Cage looked like Van Damme from Bloodsport?
Oh yeah, with his fucking thing.
The little biker shorts.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit was hilarious. We my boy Jay, he had a Genesis, so we would play at his house too, and he had the first like NHL. I remember playing Blades of Steel. I remember playing Blades of Steel. But yeah, the first like on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, the first like hockey where you went up and down and you can do all this crazy shit. You can start fighting and whatnot. Dude, we used to play the shit out of that game. But that's like when it started getting better then, because then they had better football games too. They started coming out with that shit, the Madden game and all that.
Weren't that bad either.
No, I remember playing a shitload of basketball games. But like NBA Jams for the Super Nintendo though, that was shit.
Nuts.
That was a shit. We played that game fucking
flipping and shit and dunking.
Yeah, dude. He's warming up.
That was smart of them to come out with some shit.
Oh yeah, and it was just 2-on-2. That's it. Didn't get any crazier than that.
What other? Like Doom, like the shooter games.
Doom. I couldn't fuck with Doom. I was telling my girl about like when Doom and shit first came out. It was so pixelated that people would hug the walls, and I'd start getting nauseous. Like all those pixels and shit, I'd be like, ugh, I can't watch this shit. I couldn't fuck with first-person shooters because of that for a while.
That shit on a computer. Like my first time actually playing it was like on a PC. Like I was in school, and my friend was like, "We're playing."
I got
Doom.
a game for you. Did you play a lot of old computer games like 90s?
Yeah.
How about X-Wing versus TIE Fighter? Or TIE Fighter, any of those games where you're a pilot for either the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars or for the Empire, and you'd be in a fucking. I think it started off with the Rebels first.
Yo, Independence Day was a fire game.
X-Wing. And then you fucking, it was dope though, but like, cause you had to use your keyboard to like increase thrusters and so forth. So my boy would play, the key commands were so kind of advanced for that time. Like I would play or he would play as co-pilot. So one of us would be primarily doing the throttle and fucking shooting and shit. While I'd be like, increase speed, decrease speed. You know what I'm saying? Right rudder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he'd be controlling all that. Like it shit was dope. There's wasn't many games like that you can do something like that. That shit was fucking fun as hell. We played the shit out of that.
I know. I'm pretty sure it was Jason. He used to play a flight simulation game.
Oh yeah. He still fight. He actually just posted some shit about like one of the newest ones. Yo, it's hilarious though, because you got a guy like that's in fucking around in the flight tower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, smoky nuts, there, you're clear for landing. But he'll say like funny ass shit. He's like, all right, he's about to take off and do an air show. He's like, I want to play, Living Dangerously, whatever fucking song, you know what I'm saying? But due to copyright issues, I will have to sing it. And he'd be like, yo, shit was pretty fucking hilarious.
He's definitely smoking some homegrown.
But I remember, some of the first computer games, and then SimCity. Fucking love. I remember SimCity back at Forest Park Middle School, down in a computer class. I fucking played that shit back
first Grand Theft.
Oh yeah, when it was top-down view. I remember that shit. Oh man, those are throwbacks. If kids only knew.
Yeah.
Yo, their phone games have been better for years.
Have you ever gone back to Vice City and games like that right now?
It's too hard, dude. Yeah, it's too hard.
But it's funny to see.
I got Grand Theft Auto 5, and I have the new Red Dead Redemption. So it's hard to. After you fuck with games like that, it's really hard to go back. You're like, I tried.
You played that game.
You know what? It's fucked up, dude. I have to, because I have the first, second, and third one, and I haven't done any of them yet. I haven't played any of them yet.
I haven't played any Witchers.
And I love this show.
What about God of War? The last God of War they made.
I didn't have. I've always had Xbox.
That's fire.
I've always had Xbox and shit, so I didn't have the PlayStation in order to play it. You can't. It's not out for Xbox. Only PlayStation for God of War. So I never really played it. I fucked around with it a little bit with people that had it, but I never got a chance to really sit down and play the game.
It's dope, boy.
God of War is very cinematic.
Oh yeah, I loved it when you started doing that, like getting to the end of a boss fight, and you have to press X. You know what I'm saying? And it would do that special movement shit.
You know how you're playing the game? Like well, back in the day, they did the same thing.
I've seen a lot of reviews for the newest ones. Like I watched gameplay videos and shit. It's dope.
They don't have cutscenes. Like the old one didn't have cutscenes either. But the graphics on this is so superb. So it'll be a cutscene and you're fighting in a cutscene, and It'll go over to the cutscene and they'll still be talking and the graphics don't change.
Right.
So it's all the same.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's
It never,
dope.
like,
But
pauses
that's the level of where our graphics are, where we can do that. And that's the same
No,
thing
but
with
all
like
games don't do that.
But no,
You know
but
what
there's
I'm
a
saying?
lot still. Like Red Dead Redemption does that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it will cut back to the game and it looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Grand Theft Auto, same way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Grand
saying?
Theft Auto's
Rockstar's got that shit. Open
I
world
was
and
gonna
shit.
say
They got that shit down. They make living, breathing worlds where it's like it's just crazy. So much things going on, and still everything has its own. You know, a lot of the times its own unique way. Yeah, it will carry out its own tasks, whether you fuck with it or not. And it's not always the same task.
No,
you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, Rockstar's boy. They're probably the illest gaming studio, right?
I would say they definitely got to be ranked up there.
Naughty Dog's dope.
You know what's there's so many new
Infinity
games.
Ward,
I want to play the new
Activision.
I want to play the new yeah, you got Paradox. You can go like deep down that hole. What was I going to say? I want to play that new Avengers game.
There's a new
There's a new one I've seen game footage of. Shit looks fucking
When's it
dope.
coming out? It's out?
I think it's coming out soon because I think pre-orders have opened up for it. A new Diablo 4 is coming out too.
I've never played any of
Yo,
those.
Diablo is dope. Diablo 2 is what really like there's
you
the
know
first
what?
Diablo was but Diablo 2 really fucking set it off.
Since we're talking about games, remember the old X-Men game? That was
I remember
super
that one.
fire?
I remember that
shit
one.
Was so fire.
That shit was fire.
So
Dante's Inferno.
I don't think I know the game, but I don't think I've ever played that. I watched
Was that
the
a fighting
movie.
game?
Nah, that shit
it's-
is.
Like some.
Yo, did you see
Devil
the?
May
Oh
Cry
wait,
type
no,
shit?
Devil May Cry.
Yo,
That's what I mean.
I just got.
That's what I mean.
Okay, Devil's May Cry.
I almost got him that. I got him Far Cry 5 instead for the Xbox One, which looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
But they're remaking Final Fantasy 7, like with current graphics and like redesigning it to where it's like it's a today's game, but still going off that old story. You're still kind of following that story. I don't think they really changed anything or much of anything there. Maybe a little bit different how certain things happen, but like the way the combat is now, fucking dope. Like, and it looks just dope. It's what everyone that's into the Final Fantasy series. It's what we all wanted. I was like, please remake Final Fantasy 7.
Have you played? I'm trying to think of the name of it. George would know. Actually, Lo might know too. That zombie game,
Resident Evil, Tomb Raider.
Oh, of course. Yo, wow. How could we forget those two?
Because we're going older. We're focused on older games.
But this,
I remember the first Resident Evil. I remember the first one. That shit was spooky.
No, listen. The last one they just made, where they made it with it was about a house where the dude kind of like stumbled upon a house, but he was going to the house to meet up with his fiance because she got missing after that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the story.
No, but what I'm
want to
saying
play
is
it.
that's all. It's just that little premise. That's it. You don't even get nothing out of that because when you play the game, it's a whole different story.
Wow.
Do you remember?
It's really creepy.
Have you ever played that game with the camera, where the camera is just your weapon?
Silent Hill.
It's not Silent Hill. It's different. But
Silent Hill is scary.
Yeah, this is similar to. It's Asian. Like there's like ghosts and shit, and they just like it's spooky.
No,
And Silent Hill, you had to have
camera,
a camera with the light
for real.
Keep them away from you.
It's not Silent Hill though. It's called some other shit.
Yeah, no, I can't say I have.
I know.
Fear? Was it Fear?
No,
Fear
I
was a
remember
game.
I couldn't play the shit in the dark.
I remember there used to be a Sherlock Holmes game.
Really?
I can't remember if it was on computer or whatever it was, but you had to put together clues and shit. Like it was pretty dope. It wasn't like crazy graphics or anything like that, but it was pretty dope. Even games are just so crazy these days, compared to what they used to be. Like even city, like because I like to switch it up and play like city builder games and shit like that too.
I like shit like that.
Yeah, they're just lower pace. You get to be creative and do all this crazy shit. So I have this game called City Skylines. This shit like especially with they opened it up for the people out there that like modding. So they make all types of buildings. They change the way the game dynamics are and shit, and all that shit's is free. You can just download all you want, as long as you put together shit that works, so your game will operate. That's just some notices. But at the end of the day, it's like crazy. Like it's completely 3D. You can zoom in, see people walking around.
Really?
You can click on the person. They have their own name. Like they have a job. You can like follow them for a while and watch them go to and from work and shit. Like it's crazy. Like the kids go to school. You have to clean up traffic jams and shit like that.
I like shit like that.
It's fucking crazy. And it's pretty graphically demanding. So like you have to have a pretty decent setup to like make it look its best. But it's crazy. Like it's crazy. Like you have this real like AI to like the driving and shit like that. So like you really have to put planning into your whole network, your whole system, public transportation, like the whole fucking nine, dude. And you can get to a point too where with some of these mods, you can create your own shit. So instead of just plopping down a power plant, I can build like a whole facility, making it look like it would be some real shit, gated, like the whole nine. Like I always go the extra mile. Like I made my own actual big ass instead of just plopping down a simple sewage thing.
Like the game.
I made a whole like Bondi's Island. You know what I'm saying? Terraformed out a spot, you know, along on the other side of the highway, so it's not right against houses and shit like that. But you can also like have less public services to certain neighborhoods, and they pretty much turn into ghettos.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. The crime rates will be high and shit. Like it's crazy.
I need in.
Yo, it's a whole big ass map. So like instead of doing one big ass city, you can get something that unlocks the whole map to where you can like make separate cities, and like you can district them off so they're their own thing and put your own policies towards those separate districts all on one map.
Wow.
Shit's fucking, it's crazy.
Now,
It's just massive.
Now, do they have anything like that where you go out of here and you're building on other planets and shit?
They do. Another game kind of does that. Ano, it's ANNO, like 2020, what is it? 2020, I think it's 2020-05, if I'm not mistaken. But like you start like on Earth, however it is. I don't own this one. I own the one that's like right before it. It's like after the world got flooded, and you have to go to these islands and shit, and then you build up a network because certain islands only give you certain resources. So then you have to build up like trade routes to bring shit back for your people, because your people won't grow up in status unless they're supplied with additional needs. So like you start off simple, food and like cider, you know, something to drink, and then boom, it moves on. Now they want tobacco and this, otherwise they won't graduate to the next level until you start supplying that. But if you are not supplying enough, they'll start downgrading back to the old shit. The people that are like the higher class, they'll be like, I'm fucking out of here. So with that game, I've never played that one, but I know about it because I've owned multiple old ones, right? That one you start off on the shit, and then eventually you can shoot up to like the moon or something like that. Now there's other games though, like I have this other game that's really fucking dope. Oh, fuck, Titans. It's where your planets aren't real big, but you can build on planets and then shift over to another planet and start building over there. And like you can have multiple conflicts going on different fucking planets and shit, and you have to go back. And I think there's even like orbital battles too around the planet itself. Never mind just on the fucking planet.
That's nuts.
Then there's another game where you don't go down to the ground, but like you start trying to take over like whole fucking solar systems like within galaxies and shit, and like your ships will come like big warships, and like you'll see them pour out all these little fighter spaceships and shit going against another fucking like massive armada, you know, or space navy. You know, it's crazy. And then there's a mod for it that turns everything into Star Wars. So you'll literally be controlling like a whole fleet of Star Destroyers going against like fucking the rebel, you know, a rebel assault. Yeah. And you'll like literally see them coming, they're shooting shit, but then all of a sudden TIE fighters and X-Wings start pouring out of the big ships and they start fighting, and the graphics are fucking dope. Like dope. So that's when Sins of the Solar Empire, I think it's called.
Right,
so what are you playing right now?
We're canceling the show early. Let's go play that shit right now.
Actually, our show's almost done. What I'm playing right now primarily is, even though I fell back, I'm going to get back into it, is Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't really played much of it as of late, but that game, City Skylines, I just haven't reinstalled it since I upgraded my system. And then I'm playing this other one. It's called Aftermath. Surviving the Aftermath. So it's like it's another kind of building game, but it's like after the world had like reached nuclear, you know, or apocalypse, you know, whatever, you're rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? So you start like this settlement, and then like you put up like a fucking like a you know, a makeshift like gate, which you can upgrade it to become more powerful and shit. But once you get that gate up, other settlers are like passing by. They're like, oh shit, that's got to be a community over there. You know what I'm saying? There's a fucking front gate. You know what I'm saying? So you can get more people into your community and shit, and you got to have them collect resources. You start building different things, but your people can start getting like radiation poisoning. So you have to have like a fucking medic and shit to heal them. You know, it's pretty crazy. It's the only shit is like I like a little bit more micromanage than it offers. That's the only thing that like, I'm not huge on, but I also haven't gotten really far into the game, so I don't know what it's like when you have a bigger fucking settlement, when you really have to start managing people like that. But there's another game that's kind of like it if you like medieval type ages. It's called Life is Feudal Forest Village. And you start off with like just a family pretty much that, you know, somehow got outcasted or stranded on this island. But then you have to start building shit. You have to start fucking gathering different resources. You start making farms, and you have to, every single villager you have to assign to a job. Like, otherwise than that, they just kind of like maybe they help building roads or some, you know what I'm saying, terraforming or some shit. But it's like it's super like that's like super maintenance to where you're really going into the nitty gritty and shit. So yeah, but then I'll switch it back up. Like I'm gonna cop a flight throttle, but I also got Elite Dangerous where it's just massive. Like I think they said there could be like 1 million planets. Like, I don't know. You can't necessarily fly down in everyone, but you're like a fighter pilot in space, and you can choose to like focus on doing more trading shit and become more of a trader or a merchant, or you can go around taking bounties and like hunting down other fucking like space pirates and shit like that. I haven't really played it much, but like the graphics on that are pretty fucking sick. And then they got this other game that's still, it's been in development forever, but it's so massive, like you kind of understand why. It's called Star Citizen, where you literally you can either be in your fucking ship, or you can fly down to a planet, land on the planet, and just there's no loading screen. You're in space and you're like, ooh, a planet.
That's lit.
And you fly and land down on the fucking planet. You can start building some shit, I believe, on the planet. I haven't fucked around with it so much because it's just been in development forever.
So what do I need to get?
But it's so massive.
So what are you buying these games or down? Like what is this?
Well, I use now I don't buy any physical copies anymore. So like I use Steam. Steam's one of my biggest gaming things that I use. So you pretty much purchase the game through Steam and you launch it through Steam. And that's only one version though. Rockstar has their own launcher, which they'll have their games in there. You know what I'm saying? You open that up. Epic Games has their own. That's the ones that do what's the name of that? Damn. Fuck was that? What's the name of that game? A Fortnite. That's
Fortnite.
Epic Games. They have their own launcher and shit like that. But
Apex?
the first thing,
you're not into shooters games.
I am.
Apex is like one of the top games right now. It I'm not gonna say it knocked Fortnite out of
for
the park.
computer or overall.
PlayStation, everything. PlayStation.
So
Xbox,
now they're starting to cross-platform multiplayer,
which is super ill.
Yeah, that's the way. That's what we should have been working for a long time, because that means servers, no matter what, will always be popping. You know what I'm saying?
Fortnite literally.
I like PUBG
Nintendo
over
Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, all play together.
Cross-platform.
And with Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, they're one of the first games.
I think other shit like that, like Roblox, is the same too. You know what I'm saying? Much more of a kid game, but even though people get crazy and create some crazy shit.
I heard.
Oh yeah,
I have never
crazy shit.
It's like GTA on steroids.
And they can do anything. Like there's games that focus on different things. One will be just like tank battles. Other ones will be where you just socialize and know.
The game you were talking about, to where you can like create your own metropolis or all the extra stuff. That's freaking dope. Now, what if they had GTA graphics though, and like everything was still like fluid? And
depends on what game you're talking about. So
the
like
same stuff you're talking about. Just imagine adding those elements to where it's 3D and you're like.
Some games are that dope though. Like Star Citizen.
Yeah.
It's that like level
that.
of graphics. Like your own dude. It's either you can do shit where you go into like an old space station, and it's a first-person shooter. You know what I'm saying? And you have a team with you, and then you can hop back into your fucking your fighter jet, and then you're fighting in space. Then you can go land down on a planet and interplanet fucking discovery and shit, and find all these different places to put down a base on there and shit. You know, it's massive, dude. But the problem is it's still in development, a little bit buggy. You know what I'm saying? Not all features. Now, I haven't followed it in a while. I own like a copy to where I can install it and play it anytime I want. But I haven't been on it in a while. I have no clue where they're at now. Most of the shit there could be a lot of shit that they're planning on releasing that is out currently now.
Wow.
The game is dope. But what you're going to need is, you need a rig.
I was literally about to say, I have one, but it probably doesn't be able to run.
Yeah, you probably need to have a decent setup. I mean, I can help you piece it together and save money.
Yeah.
But I would say, at least, if you don't really want to have to hold back too much, I would say at least be prepared to drop like $1,500.
Okay.
You don't need that much to get started. You can start off probably like $700-800, but you're not gonna. The game details and some of the games won't be able to be played like the way you're gonna want to play them. So if you can drop 15, you can get a pretty decent setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Star Citizen seems the most interesting for me.
Yeah, but there's other, like I'm saying, like knowing you, City Skylines with all that fucking building and management and shit like that, it makes you pay attention to shit. You're like, oh, but you get creative the way you create neighborhoods and shit like that.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, this is gonna be like my Crenshaw. This is gonna be my Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like you can create shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. And the modders is what makes it even dope. I played a lot of Fallout 4 too.
Oh, Fallout's crazy.
Fallout 4, like it doesn't get as much love as
that game.
Yeah, it doesn't get as much love as like Fallout Las Vegas and shit. But the building in Fallout 4 is dope.
That's what you do in Fallout? You build?
No, it's really more of a first-person or third-person shooter, and like you're surviving
come back
like
to your camp or whatever, and that shit could be overrun by some savage mutants, and because you forgot about it. Say you're living your real life and you came back and shit's just hell.
For real?
It's like almost deals in real time.
So what you can end up doing, you can end up building on these different places. You can build them up. You can build like walls for defense. You can build houses for and put beds in there for other settlers to come there.
And that's in Fallout?
That's in Fallout 4.
Fallout's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the building's dope. Like I built like one of the towns you like where you come from. You come back there 300 years later, like you were cryogenically frozen for a while, and then some shit happens. I don't want to give it away, but when you come back, like everything's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's certain areas where the radiation's mad high, and you have like a pit boy is what they call it, where it monitors all that shit. But as you're rolling around this open world, you can come amongst a bunch of fucking raiders that are just chilling. You stumble upon their camp, and they all just try to fucking kill you. Oh yeah, all types of shit, monsters, everything, right? But when you come back to your town, after you've done some missions and so forth, you get a chance to where you can, it actually makes me want to reinstall the game, but you get to a point where you can start like scrapping everything from the whole old houses, and you can get mods too where you can delete every fucking house, and on those foundations you can build. You don't need the foundations, but on those foundations you can build again. You can build your own houses, and you can make them look fucking like dope, like real shit, different rooms. Like it's pretty fucking open in what they let you do. But then after you build this shit, you could be like, all right, I feel like going back out and shooting shit. This shit's not for me right now, you know what I'm saying? And settlers will come and want to move in. You can let them move in as long as you have the beds for them to sleep in and shit like that. They'll stay there, and you can assign them to jobs like some farm, some guard,
some shoot
whatever.
Guns and shit, like you said.
You can assign some to cooking, like all types of shit, dude. It's dope. But the level of what you can build is what's really dope about it. But we're past 10 o'clock. We're out of time.
But is a born universal truth.
Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Any last shout-outs or anything like that you guys want to say before we bounce out of here?
Yeah, love yourself and love everybody.
I do have an announcement to make. I wanted to wait, but I do believe I think we'll launch a post about it or official statement on it. But I think we're going to move our time slot to 8 o'clock or whatever on Thursday nights. So again, we'll have a post about it. I'll adjust all the time frames. But we're thinking, we tried to do the morning thing because we figured there'd be a lot of you guys that were just fresh out of work, or maybe you work nights, or you get a chance so you can listen to stuff while you're working. I thought that would be better, but it's starting to get a little hard for schedules. We don't have as much flexibility with jobs and so forth sometimes, so the night just seems to work better. We have more time to structure up shit for the show too throughout that day, so everything's fresh too, not planned days prior. Just for all intents and purposes, it works better. I think it's going to be better for as far as attendance and viewers and everything's concerned too, because I notice we get more people watching when we do the late shows
and interacting too.
Exactly.
I like the late night crew. Hey, I love you guys.
No, you guys are awesome, man. We obviously always appreciate you tuning in. So we'll be back next Thursday. I would say as of right now, count again for 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
The schedule is ever changing, my friends.
I think that's going to be it, though, because then that really, for the most part, unless I have to work on the last day of the month on a Thursday, which I believe is this month, I might not be able to do the last Thursday. We'll double check. But
You might not have to do the Thursday?
I will, but...
I know Unc wants to be a guest.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing, too. I want to set it up to where we can have a guest officially and be on camera and shit.
Yeah, he wanted to be a guest, and I know he...
So I'm going to work on that, too.
All right.
So thank you, and obviously he's always welcome. So thank you guys very much. We'll be back next week, evening time. Make sure you guys, fucking tune in, because otherwise than that, we're going to be very disappointed. We love all you guys. We'll see you then. Marvici Media.
Peace.
Peace out.
But who would I tell them? Say them wicked like we. Fear nothing, don't tell them we're the true story. If them know few with stats, them can't talk to me. Ain't no record company can come try this way. If you're late, some of them guys walk through the gate. And when they walk through the gate, them no walk straight. Well, I fear nothing, man. Them I try under it. Make them know the people them can relate. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. Nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. It all sound the same. Nothing impressive at all, yeah.
I'm straight up not listening to nothing that they play, cause they come with that regular shit like every day. But Yeah, they can't come around my way, cause that shit is like yeah. But I won't even open up my ear to that. I won't even come fucking near to that. I hope my kids ain't even aware of that. My style, you can't compare to that. Moving them like my name was Peter Tosh. 20,000 in front of me, now everybody mush. Teaching them like the legend Robert Nesta. Giving them the knowledge coming from one of the best. Yeah, no me see that them wildin' out. Blood clot, yo, me see all them styling out. Yeah, the whole of them single fucking filing out. No me see them try but them squalling out.
They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. Nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. It all sounds the same. Nothing impressive at all, yeah.
Every day I'm surprised by existence. Hell's persistent, tempting me in every instance. It's just the way the cookie crumbles in the game of life. The rookie stumbles, it's like a jungle. One man, I miss the Royal Rumble. With more intelligence than Mother Nature's elements. You numbing my brain, sounding so irrelevant. Go tell a friend. Hip-hop belongs to men again. You'll sound like... Pick up the pad and pen again. I burn your dumb ass like blunt ash. Cause what you're doing like a million niggas been done that. But I'm the first of my kind, a rare bloodline, passionate mind. Capricorn, ran my goat horn through your spine. Leave the track bun up, PM the sun up. Niggas hate while they wifey run up what we've done up. See this guitar? I wield it like an emperor's sword. I got the dead nodding their heads in the morgue.
They are nothing spectacular, nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular, they are nothing spectacular. It all sounds the same, nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular, they are nothing